You had to come on playing the guitar, man. Dude, just like Hollywood when he came down, the little voodoo child, man.
Too sweet.
Woo! Up? What's up, everybody? Hope everybody's having a great week, great weekend. We've missed you. Little impromptu show tonight. We're gonna have some fun. We're gonna talk some life. We're gonna talk some wrestling. We're gonna talk some goofs. We're gonna talk a little bit of everything. I am John, and of course, joining me as always is my partner, life, Mr. Richie Reardon. What's up, buddy boy?
Living the dream, man. Had a good time last night. Went out to the bar with some buddies, and I'm here with you today. Getting to talk to you. It's a great day. Getting to talk wrestling, talk shop, and good to see everybody in the crowd, man. Jeremy, Rabbi, Laza, what's up, guys? What's going on?
What is up, fellas? Great to see everybody. Let's check
A
in
lot of
here.
breaking news, by the way. Holy shit.
Yeah, I feel like we've been off for like weeks, and it's only been like less than two. So there's a lot to
Yeah.
cover tonight, actually. And we're going to talk a little bit about it tonight. But tonight's just an impromptu fun stream, and Wednesday we'll get into the meat and potatoes of a lot of stuff. So,
And
but
just
we're
so you
watching.
guys know, our TikTok channel is going to go live on our next show as well. So
Yeah, I think we figured it out finally, and we've been doing really good on our TikTok, and we've been having a lot of fun putting stuff up there and on Facebook. So, put lots of clips up on there all the time, as well as the Facebook. So if you're not on Facebook and you want to check out our TikTok, look it up. I put the same stuff up, and we're gonna start going live on there, like Rich said as well. So we think we finally figured it out, but we'll be having a good time on there. I like TikTok a lot. I think it's a lot of fun, don't you?
oh, absolutely. When we do our subscribers and they subscribe on the show, we should definitely have the for life thing when everybody subscribe. When we get a new subscriber, we'll read it, and then the for life thing will go. I think that would be a good touch.
Yeah, we'll figure it out as we go.
Yeah,
We're kind of
that's some cool
starting it.
shit.
Yeah, we're kind of starting it new, so we really don't. I don't really know much about it. Richie's probably more knowledgeable on TikTok than I am.
Yeah.
So, but we'll figure it out as we go. If we fuck it up, we fuck it up. Okay, fun. That's the
The
beauty of it.
greatest icon in wrestling.
He sure is. Not this sack of shit, Dave Meltzer, but we're going to talk about him later on tonight. He is the Mel Kiper of wrestling. Just a complete dumb moron. Is this fucking goof? But
He's like the turd that you can't fucking flush down the toilet, no
dude,
matter how much you fucking
seriously.
plunge that fucker. It just he won't go down.
The biggest turd in the history of professional wrestling might be that guy. Rabbi,
Lazarus says
what's up?
WWR for life.
Yes, sir. Mazel tov to you, my friend. I saw this about Rebel. Yeah, terrible.
Oh,
Heartbreaking
you're
here.
getting Rabbi. You're getting some goofs tonight. Don't worry, buddy.
There's gonna be plenty of them tonight. We
Plenty
got
of
more than a few tonight, so we'll just say that we got more than a few tonight. So,
them.
but that's the fun of it. I heard this about this Rebel girl with having ALS though. That's terrible, isn't it, bro?
Isn't that what Mongo passed away from?
Yeah, sure was.
Rand
Heartbreak.
says, "Hey, yo, the world is still alive."
Thank God for that, Rand. She dated Jim Ross? Are you
Nice,
fucking serious?
nice.
No way.
Oh yeah, she did manage Britt. Okay, I know who you're
I know
talking
she
about
managed
now.
Britt Baker, and she was pretty good in that role, if you remember. She was fun, you
That
know?
sucks.
I didn't know she dated JR, though. Wow, JR.
Wasn't she on TNA too?
I think, yeah, she was on TNA, I think, at one point, maybe. She was a good looking woman, too. Still is,
And
I'm
that is what Mongo died from, right? I didn't hear you.
correct. It
Okay,
is what he passed away from, unfortunately.
yeah.
It's terminal, and she has a terminal case of it, she said. So
Good grief.
God bless her, man. And prayers to her. And shout out to Tony Khan too, man. People give it we always clown with Tony, and we always said it. We think he's a great guy as a person. And he proves it, man. He's paying all of her medical bills and her expenses and everything and covering this girl still, you know?
That's fucking awesome.
What a real nice move. I know he's a billionaire and has a lot of money, and I don't give a shit. Not people don't do that stuff all the time, and Tony Khan doesn't do it for accolades or anything like that. So for as much as we might crap on some of the AEW wrestling, Hall of Fame human being, it sounds like Tony Khan is, and ain't the first person that said it either.
Yeah,
What a nice dude, man. That's a
yep,
great gesture.
for
So
sure.
good, good on Tony, man, for sure.
Yeah,
Yeah, horrible disease for sure, Tony. It's just terrible, man. Like when you hear that, it just breaks my heart to hear that young lady or anybody else that's going through that has that. It's just, especially with there being no freaking cure for it, man, and it just takes people and just destroys them.
it sucks so bad.
It's like a slow and painful just death it gives them, where they lose all their senses of everything. What an
Yep.
awful disease. Terrible.
Yep.
Laza, what's up, buddy?
What's up,
Yeah,
Plaza?
little
Hope your health
Jimmy.
problems are going good, buddy.
Hopefully all is going good. Good night. We all have a nor'easter up here. You're having a fucking snow in
Northeast.
Canada right now, Rand? What's going on? Is
Jeez.
this the apocalypse coming up to Prince Edward
Oh
Island?
man. Hey, Buckeye, Arizona's on fire right now, just so y'all know.
Jesus.
Like, it's fucking
Wow.
insane. Huge fire going on. So
Wow. I'm telling you. Nuts. Do you think Dave will give stars for tonight's show? I highly doubt it. I think Dave wouldn't be a fan of us anyways, and he's not going to be a fan after tonight.
yeah,
You
I think
know,
we'll be okay with that.
one of my first shows that ever really got a lot of attention of was when I just bitched down on Dave Meltzer about 8 years ago when the show started. We went on. That was one of our first ones that actually got some downloads. Dave Meltzer, for whatever reason, just draws people in to just want to bag on him because they hate him.
He's such a dude. That guy sucks. Like,
I don't know about going big time, Rabbi, but we're definitely having fun. So we are definitely having
parts
fun.
unknown, tornado free for now.
Good. Rabbi, you're going to get plenty of goofs tonight. So,
Yeah.
Jeremy, you got to download TikTok, and it's
Fun, dude.
TikTok. They switch it up on you a little bit. It's not the conventional TikTok as you're spelling it. I think TikTok's a lot of fun.
Yeah.
It really is. I think it's a lot of fun.
And fuck all the propaganda about it. Like,
yeah, seriously.
China's not fucking listening. And even if they are, you don't think your government's listening to everything you got?
Yeah, seriously. Just go type in or talk something into your phone with somebody and go look on your search history and your social media or your web browsers or something like that. You'll be routed to that. They're listening to everything. Okay.
Our End Times news reporter just reported that Rudy Giuliani was rushed to the hospital today.
I heard. And I will leave my thoughts about Rudy Giuliani out and say.
And he spelt mango.
Mango.
Love it.
It is the one mango had. I'll leave my personal thoughts about Rudy Giuliani aside and just say, man, I really hope that the best for him, for sure. I hope the best. Nothing serious, but a swollen prostate. All right. I'm glad it's only that. Lay off the prostate. I hope it's okay. I don't know what it's from or anything, but I hope it's okay.
I apologize for laughing.
He's not laughing at it.
I wasn't prepared for that.
He's thinking of the road trip version of when the fingers up the ass prostate type thing.
Dude, so many images just went in my head that I didn't.
That's what you're thinking of right now, isn't it?
Could have went my whole life. I love when Eric Bischoff bags out Dave. Yeah, me
too. He fucking hates him, and I love it. I love listening to it. The 911 mayor was rushed to the hospital. Yes, Rudy, once again. Laza, you ever adventure in the outback in Australia? Oh, man. Woo!
What the fuck is that, dude?
The outback.
I know. I get it.
No. Like, he's going out in the fucking... Jeremy's being serious here.
He's
going out with fucking Crocodile Dundee.
I got it. You were just talking about the prostate, and I just,
in the outback, that just fucking hits you right there.
Timing is a motherfucker.
It sure as hell is, man. And then I get the comments a little bit late because we're talking, and I always look at them, and it just kind of falls into place.
Oh, God.
How's your boy, Rabbi wants to know, Richie? How's your son?
His outback is doing great, man. He's doing really well. No, in all seriousness, he's doing really good. He's getting big, and God, I just wish I could slow it down a little bit and take more in, because I feel like because I work so much that I miss a lot of the stuff. So we've been taking a lot of pictures, a lot of videos and shit, and that's kind of helped out with that. So, but he's doing great, guys. I appreciate it.
Modern technology makes you never not be able to have the memories anymore,
For sure.
That's one of the good things about it, for sure.
Mm-hmm.
I was born Mount Isa, which is in the outback of Queensland, but left when I was 5 years old. All right. Would you ever want to venture into the outback for real, out in that territory?
To meet Laza, it would be cool. I've never had, because I don't know much about it. I've never really looked at up, or I mean, I've seen pictures and stuff, obviously. But it sounds a lot like Arizona as far as temperatures and shit.
Hmm.
So I mean, I don't know if I would vacation there other than to meet Laza or go to the beaches. They have beaches, right? I've seen
Oh
pictures of
yeah,
them.
yeah. They
Yeah.
apparently have very beautiful ones.
So and to try exotic food too. I think there'd be a lot of interesting things to eat out there. So
Yeah. You know, it's funny. I think nothing but nice things about Australia, and I would love to go see it there. It's never been on my top of my bucket list or anything. And you know what a traveler I am. I think I've done about
yeah,
36, 35, 36 countries now.
I'm sure it's
And
a beautiful country. I
I
just
bet, yeah. It's the expense of it. It's one of the most expensive countries I've seen, and to get out there, it's insane. And not just even that, it's just to go around there. And Lazzy, you tell me if I'm wrong. You live there and you're from there. I heard it's a very, very pricey country, and that's saying a lot coming from ours. So,
hmm
it's very expensive from what I've seen there. It's just never been on my top of my list. Would I love to go? Absolutely. Outback, though, I don't know about the Outback. So
yeah.
some of our beaches are like Florida or Cali. You ever been to the States, Les? I never asked you that before. You ever been to the States before? Is it ever something you
Kangaroo
wanted to see?
boxing is incredible. I want to see superhuman box a kangaroo.
You'd get the shit kicked out of him. Woo!
Yeah,
What happens behind the curtains is between the Wizard of Oz and the Flying Monkeys. All right.
very true. Very fair
There you
point.
go. But would you go to the Outback? Would you, if somebody said to you, "Here you go, man. You get an opportunity. You got to go camp out in the Outback in the bush." Would you go do it?
I could do it. I wouldn't want to.
Yeah.
You know, I
I bet
could
you.
do it, and I don't think I would want to though.
I bet you they got some friggin' real crazy wildlife out there.
Probably,
That's got to
probably.
be a scary place just to go out and camp out in the Outback, man.
I watched a skydiver land on a beach, and a fucking kangaroo came up and tried to box him and shit. And it was a pretty crazy fucking video. I wouldn't know what it would be like to have a kangaroo walk up to you like that and just try to smack you around. So
Rabbi's been to the Outback, the steakhouse, though. I'm not a big
yeah, that
fan
shit, man. You're not?
of the Outback. No, I think it's the most overrated, one of the most overrated fucking franchises.
The Outback is Texas Roadhouse is really good. I don't know if you've ever had that.
Oh, a million times. It's my daughter's favorite place. My daughter loves prime rib. It's like her favorite thing.
Oof.
So anytime when we're going out and you offer her the opportunity to go choose, she's always wanting to go to the Roadhouse because she likes their prime rib. She loves prime rib, and it's one of her
Well,
favorites.
when she comes out here, there's a restaurant that will take her to, and it's a prime rib burger, dude. And it's oh my
Oh,
fucking
see, I could do with that. A prime rib burger.
jeez,
All
oh
right.
my god, so good.
You like it, Laza. People for never been here. There's a lot of things going on with the world now, of course, but the States is a beautiful place, man, no matter where you go. And you're always welcome if you come through the States, man. Come on in, say hi in New York for sure. I
Yep,
know that the same
Arizona
holds true
too.
for Richie for
Yep,
Arizona. Yep.
yep.
It's a lot like Arizona in the Outback. I watched the video long. Some went out to Canada, the Rock and Flat Islands. Interesting. Parts unknown steakhouse is the best. Steak is just damn good, anyways. I had a delicious steak the other night, shrimp and Parmesan sirloin. Mm.
I need to. I definitely need to grill some steaks this week. So thank you guys. I'm gonna do that.
When you come up this summer, that's like one of the musts. You keep talking about your steaks that you're going to cook for me. So you're going to get me
Yeah,
like a tomahawk or it's the tomahawk you want to get, right?
the tomahawks or my New York strips are my favorite.
All right. We're getting a brand new grill in a few weeks once they finish the renovation job in the backyard here. So we're going to be getting a brand new grill for the setup this year. So,
Dude, I'm telling you, I'll tear it up for you.
oh yeah, dude, you're going to like this fucking beauty when you see it.
Nice.
Cost a pretty penny, but it's worth it, man, to cook some good grub during the winter well, you can cook during the winter if you want to, but to cook mainly during those summer and spring months up here, man. Like I
Fuck
love to
yeah.
grill some steaks up, some pork chops, whatever.
Hell yeah.
Kangaroo jerky. Interesting. I have had it before in the house and I didn't try it. And I wish I would have. So I would try it too. Are you a jerky fan?
I love beef jerky, man. There's that's another thing I'm gonna bring you when I come out, dude. They have this shit called brisket jerky at the local convenience store down the street.
Okay.
It is some of the best fucking tenderest, and I like wet jerky. I don't like dry fucking, like where you have to gnaw on it like a shoe. I like wet jerky, and this shit is like mango habanero flavored, and it is the best fucking
Hmm.
jerky of your life.
You mean in like in person, Rabbi, or are we going to do the show during the summer? Which do you mean there? Like, are we going to do one in person together, or are we going to be doing it during the summer? I'll say right off the bat, we're always going to do the show year round. So show's not going
Uh,
anywhere.
Probably when I fly out there, we're probably going to do a show together. I would assume.
I would love to do one in person. You know, you're going to come out. Richie's coming out for my wedding in August, so we're just doing a small wedding up here, so at my house, and he's going to come up. So we'll have enough time to do one. I bet you
I
if you
think
come
so.
in on like a Tuesday or Wednesday that week or whatever, if
We can
depending on
knock
how
it
much
out.
time you can get up, yeah, we could definitely knock one out that week. It's my wedding week, but we can knock one out for a couple hours.
Yeah,
We've never done a live one in person. We've always said it's like our dream if we lived near one another that we just have this like building that's just our studio that we could just go meet up at and do the shows anytime we wanted.
it'd be sick.
It'd be way better than doing it on the computer, wouldn't you say?
Fuck. Oh, absolutely.
Man, I would love that. Is Richie the best man? He's one of them. Yes, he's one of my
Yep.
best men. Absolutely. So I'm doing it a little different, Rabbi. So I say I have five best friends, and they're all my best friends for different reasons. And some of them, it's like been in my life forever, and maybe I don't talk to them every minute anymore, but they're like brothers to me and best friends. Richie and I have known each other for what, 8 years now?
Going on 8 years. Yeah.
Yeah. And Richie's definitely one of my best men. He's one of my top five for sure. So I'm keeping my wedding very small. But so I'm only, really kind of having it small just for a reason. Cause I can't, if you can make it, Jeremy, absolutely. Please, man, you're invited as well. So, but we're just keeping it small at the house and everything like that. And there's no way in hell that Richie wasn't going to be one of my best men at the wedding.
I appreciate that, dude.
There's
A
no
lot.
way in hell.
It's
So.
definitely an honor, dude.
Absolutely. So we'll be having a fun week that week. So we should definitely do a live show together in person, man. We've never done it. It would be another first for us, right?
Yeah, absolutely, dude. I think it'd be fun. And it's gonna be my first time in New York. You're gonna show me the big city and stuff like that, dude.
You've never been to New York before? I didn't know
Never.
that.
I've never been to New York, dude.
Hey,
My
thanks for
my one of the biggest bucket list things for me to do in my life is to go near where the trade centers were. So
all right. Well, we'll do
hopefully
it.
I can knock that out when we're down there.
Les, on my personal Facebook, I actually am going to live stream it for a reason, just because my soon-to-be wife's family lives overseas and is not going to be coming in person for it and everything like that. So you're a personal friend of mine on Facebook, so you'll be able to live stream and see it if you want, for sure. So we're definitely going to live stream it for people that couldn't come, and just to give everybody the opportunity. Wrestling with Reality, the wedding version. Show your wedding on it. Oof. I don't know if my bride would want to show it on WWR. Do you think?
Yeah, probably not. Probably not.
She's so cool. She wouldn't care. So
She's badass, dude.
she is, and just moved in last week. That's why we were off this week. So just moved in last week.
Congratulations on that, man. It's been a long
Hey,
road
thanks.
coming. And dude,
Thanks.
if anyone deserves happiness, you do. So I'm so happy
Thanks,
for you.
bro. Appreciate
Yep.
it, man. And I appreciate all you guys because I was saying this to you privately, and I mean this when I say, and Richie does too. Like you guys are a big part of our lives, and you mean a lot to us for sure
Yep.
in different ways. You're not just viewers and downloads to us. It's not like that at all for us. We don't care about that shit. That
Yeah.
doesn't mean anything to us. We do this for fun,
For
and
sure.
we love you guys. And it's been a hard few years at certain points for me and you and everybody else too. We all go through things in our own personal lives, and 4 years ago when I got divorced, man, I was ready to pack it in a little bit, and I was focused on work and my business, and we had started really developing an audience with you guys, and you guys kept coming back and asking us when I left, and I left for about a year almost, and I never do that because I love podcasting, but I was just going through a lot personally. And like you guys kept asking for it, and just were good friends throughout the process, and brought me back 3+ years ago or whatever it was. And me and you have never looked back since. And it's because of you guys. You guys are awesome, and you're a part of our lives. And I know Richie's gone through his things. He said the same thing here. We all go through shit in life, and through the process, we get to move on to bigger and better things, even when we go through our own shit. Me being divorced, I met my beautiful soon-to-be wife a few years ago. And just the luckiest man in the world. You had your issues. You had your beautiful son and wife and daughter now, and like you guys are awesome, man. 100%. And I know I'm not speaking out of turn.
Appreciate it.
So, yeah.
No, we
it is
appreciate
good
it, man. More than you guys know.
We do that little by little, Rabbi, and it was hard. We almost I not we I almost packed it in, and you
Yeah.
guys definitely did, and we will never pack it in. So
No.
ever.
No.
We will take breaks, but we will never pack it in for sure.
Yep.
If you send me a
Absolutely.
Braves flag as a wedding gift to cover that shit in
He's
that
probably going to
Braves,
send it back with a skid mark on it.
oh, I'm gonna take a big dump on it. I'm gonna take a video of it, and then we're gonna go burn it right in my fire pit out back, Richie. I'd get the shit beat out of me from about 20 of my Mets friends if I ever wore a Braves anything around here. Woo! That's
Absolutely.
that's blasphemy around this area. We don't like you guys like you don't like ours.
Yeah, no shit.
Let's get into some wrestling. All right. Let's talk some wrestling tonight. We got a lot of goofs of the week and a lot of fun stuff and everything like that. We're going to talk the Hogan documentary on Wednesday. That's going to be our topic on Wednesday night, that Netflix documentary. If you haven't seen it, really go watch it. It's fucking great. And
I'm not going to lie when I say this. I bawled like a fucking baby in the last
sure.
episode. It was really heartbreaking to see. Dude, I'm telling you, like, to touch on that real quick, Jeremy, me and my wife have an agreement that he's not going to be on any social media or anything like that, just due to the events going on in the world and things of
Yeah.
that nature. So I got to respect her wishes with that. I can show you guys privately for sure, but I'm definitely not putting him on any platform or anything until he's a little bit older.
Absolutely.
We're kind of being cautious about it. So
And you don't even use social media either, neither does she. You have your TikTok just for
right,
fun, but that's it,
right, exactly.
He's a cute little guy, man.
Yep, yep,
He's a cool dude, man. I could see that with little Jax already.
yep, for sure, for sure.
My mom has Italian background when I did my DNA test online, so I'd love to come to visit New York or New Jersey. It's great food around here, my friend. If you want some good Italian, you're coming to the right spot, brother. Just
Yep.
finished watching the Michael Jackson movie. I haven't seen that yet, but I'd like to see that, Rand. I'd like to check that out. What's it on? Is it on like Netflix or
I think it's
something?
on Netflix. I think it's on Netflix.
Is it new?
The
Did
the
it just
Hulk,
come out?
yeah, I think so. The Hulk documentary though, if you guys haven't seen it yet, go watch that shit, man. I'll tell you what, they covered every part of his life in that thing, and it was just so well put together. I'll say that. I'll save the rest for the show, but I gotta commend them. Now, the thing of it is though, I was reading that Kevin Nash was pretty pissed off about it because he said that they interviewed him for hours
It
and
took
they
that
only
one thing and took it out of context and didn't represent what the real question was.
exactly.
He loves Hulk, loves him.
Yeah,
Like
you can
I
tell it's like
listen to
family.
I listen to his podcast every week. Do you?
I'm gonna start doing it because you've put it over to the fucking
Yeah.
moon, and I catch the clips, like the funny snippets of it and stuff like that he'll post on his TikTok. But I want to go watch the full.
Yeah.
Click this podcast. I think it'd be good.
He's fantastic. He admits what he is. He's an asshole and he admits it, but he's also a really genuinely nice guy and he's really enjoyable to listen to. He's incredibly intelligent and smart. Is he a grumpy old guy? Yeah, and he admits it, but that's who he is, man, and he's fucking awesome. And he was really pissed about the comments with Hogan and how they took it out of context with him because he absolutely loves Hulk Hogan, you know?
Yep. Yep.
Like has said it a million times on his show about what a big moment it was for him in his career when he got the opportunity to pair with Hulk Hogan, like and what
Yep.
Hulk did for him, and the money he made him. And he said, was he hard to work with sometimes? Sure, everybody was. That's Hulk Hogan, man. He's the god of professional wrestling,
Yep. For sure.
and he'll never act like he's in Hulk Hogan's league, and he knows it.
No, he
And
knows
he
it.
admits it.
Him and Scott Hall always said that without Hulk, the whole thing would have fizzled out.
Absolutely. Hulk's being part of that was the reason it was so big.
It was the
But we'll
glue
talk
to the whole story.
100%. But we'll talk about that,
Wednesday.
on Wednesday when we do it because it's a really, really good documentary for sure.
Yeah.
But what about these releases, man? Did you see all these releases that have come out over the last couple of weeks?
I did. I respect a lot of the decisions that they made on some of the releases. Kairi Sane is not released for the reason that people thought. She wanted to move back to Japan, and WWE basically said if she's going to move back there, then there's no point in keeping her on contract. So she was not released due to money or age or anything that they've given reasons of. That was a kind of a mutual agreement there. So a lot of people were upset about that. I kind of dug in and read about it, and that seems to be the reason. Um, Alistair Black, though, that one came out of left field for me. I've always thought the world of his character. I've always thought the world of his gimmick. Um, Always wanted to see the Demon go against Alistair Black. I thought that'd be a great story. I wish like hell we would have got Alistair Black versus Bray Wyatt when he was alive. I thought that would have been a cool story to tell with the Fiend. Um, man, sucks to see him go again. I think he's going to be stepping away from wrestling this at this time for a while. Sucks to see him go though, dude. But the rest of them, I completely get why WWE did it.
Listen, I like Aleister Black a lot. There's got to be something missing with this guy, you know?
Yep,
There's got to be something that he's a little bit of a pain in the ass to deal with
that's
because,
what Jim Ross said. Jim
yeah,
Ross said that he is.
say look all the talent in the world. That's what he said about him. Great look,
Mm-hmm.
great entrance, great in the ring, great character, whatever. But basically said he was a pain in the ass.
Mm-hmm.
And, it's probably not the only person that we've heard say that. And I was a little surprised by it because he has been featured pretty well since he came back. Uh, his wife with as a character, sucked.
Yeah.
And I could totally see her going bye-bye. I've never been a Zelina Vega fan in any way. So I was a little shocked by him for sure. And I think it was a stupid move on their part. But let's be realistic. Do you think the fucking pukes over at TKO even know who Aleister Black is?
No.
No, they don't. And I guarantee you.
Well, they were saying that Bruce Pritchard, Triple H, and somebody else, I think it was like Nick Khan, were all the decision makers on these releases.
All right.
But the buck stopped with Triple H in these decision makings. So
So Triple H, for whatever reason, didn't want him around anymore after re-signing him. That's really interesting,
yeah, because he came through the NXT.
Yeah, he was one of his guys.
He was one of his guys, and Triple H had big plans for him. So it's kind of interesting them making that decision. That one came out of left field for me. All the other ones, people are pissed off about the Wyatt Six. I got to say something. If you care so much about the Wyatt Six, it's the same thing with the Karrion Kross situation. It's you didn't invest enough of your fandom in the Wyatt Six to keep them around. The WWE, the ratings weren't good when the Wyatt Six came on and stuff like that. All these fans are so pissed off that the Wyatt Six got cut. What the fuck were they doing with them? They weren't
Nothing.
doing
They
anything with
sucked.
them. They sucked.
What were they going to do from the start with them?
Bray Wyatt has passed away, right?
Yep.
And as hard as that is to say, it sucks. But there is nobody that could ever pull that gimmick off or that story off and storytell like Bray Wyatt could in that fashion. His brother was never that way.
Let's come back to the Wyatt Six right after. We got a couple of things here on Aleister Black, and I actually wanted to hit on one thing with him here. Will they go to AEW? I got that. That's what I wanted to hit on right there. So he already left there before, wasn't being used apparently properly over there by people. Came back to WWE. They didn't use him pretty good as well, or very good as well. And he had some better moments, though. It wasn't one of the worst booked ones that they brought back, I'll say that, but they could have done better with him. I think they could have had him win more. But overall, he'd been featured pretty well over there. Same with AEW. He was overall featured pretty well over there when he was on. But for whatever reason, this guy just doesn't fit at a place. It's got to be his attitude. So does he go back to AEW? Maybe. Tony's a forgiving guy. He brought back that douchebag, what's his name? Charlotte's ex-husband, Andrade. Yeah. That's the guy's a douchebag too, and he sucks. And he's overrated. And Tony keeps bringing him back for whatever reason. So I could see Black going back there, but I don't think he's somebody that they really want over there for whatever reason. Mm-hmm. And I just don't get it. So where does he go? I don't know. And there's a rumor about his wife too, Zelina Vega, that last time she was canned by WWE, that she was offered a contract and Tony wanted to offer her a contract and she ghosted him. And that's the rumor about her. Whether it's true or not, I don't know. But she ghosted Tony and never got back to him and then signs with WWE. So maybe they don't want them over there. I could see that being a logical thing. NWA doesn't hold any merit at all anymore. It's a dead promotion,
Yep.
It's not who really watches the NWA. Did any of you guys watch the NWA?
NWA Power at the beginning was fucking
Great.
phenomenal. And if they would have stuck with their original formula and didn't do what every wrestling company does, which is sign all the released guys from fucking WWE, they would have been fine. They were creating genuine, grass grown fucking talent in their own promotion, and we loved it. And then they started signing all these fucking people from the big leagues, and it turned to shit. You know.
Laza, I don't think you're gonna see. Let's go back into the reason Vega left is because of the movie role at the time. Okay, interesting. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, it didn't work out. I don't think you're gonna see much from Black anymore either. I hope you do. He's a talented guy, but it's back on TV. Okay, what is it on, like Roku or something like that, Rabbi? It's always so hard to find to me and to watch
Mm-hmm.
it. It's moving to Comet TV. What the
I don't
fuck
even
is
know what the
Comet
fuck
TV?
Comet TV is.
Boy,
Jesus.
that's a low one to go to right there.
Comet
everybody else,
TV.
everybody else is on a streaming app. One's
Yeah.
on HBO Max, the other one's on Netflix. They're on Comet TV.
the prestigious network of Comet TV with a whole.
I gotta look this up really quick. Let me get a little info on Comet
Jesus
TV really
Christ.
before we move back onto the Wyatt Six.
Watch, it's going to be some huge conglomerate, and we're the
Probably.
fucking
Let's see.
idiots.
What is Comet TV? All right, let's see if AI's got a good summary for us here. It's taken a while, so it's got to really be searching for this one, I guess. It's a free over-the-air television network. It primarily focuses on science fiction, horror, and fantasy. It's available through various platforms, including antenna, cable, and streaming services. It's owned by Sinclair Broadcasting, and it was launched in 2015.
That's a prestigious network right there, boy.
Yeah. They're the same dipshits that couldn't afford Ring of Honor and sold it for pennies on the dollar.
Nice.
Woo! The Page movie. They do a lot for sci-fi. Okay, yeah. So there we go. If you got the standard antenna, it's available, Richie, for you to watch Comet TV.
I'm going to sit there with my bunny ears and fucking
get your fucking aluminum foil on. Yeah. To the left just a little bit. No. Come 2 steps to the right.
I gotta catch this fucking NWA, man.
But there is some news from the NBA. Trevor Murdoch retired last night.
We had Trevor Murdoch on the show. That was my very first interview, and one of the fucking coolest guys.
Great dude.
It was like we were sitting next to Harley Race at a bar and talking to him. I watched his farewell and what he said to the crowd and everything like that. It's kind of heartbreaking, man, because all these guys are getting older and taking off. It's it sucks.
27 years. That's a long time, man. I remember when he first broke in and came in the WWE in the early 2000s or whatever. Him and Caden Murdoch,
Caden Murdoch.
They were a good tag team, I thought, too.
They were a good tag team, and his character was funnier than shit. He was a redneck hillbilly,
He'd make that face that he'd come out with all the time.
Oh,
he always looked like Dick Murdoch to me.
Yep.
Yeah, but good for Trevor. Classy dude, nice guy. Had a great career, and God bless him. So sure he'll have a great career and whatever else he does outside of wrestling. So awesome to see. But the Wyatt Six, listen, no surprise, like you said. They sucked. I mean, when you start off on the first night
and you murder everybody.
Yeah. Gunther's sitting in the back with a bullet in his fucking head.
Yeah, that's a wrap.
Yeah. Where do you go from there?
Vampiro just retired for the fucking 70,000th fucking time.
He'll have a retirement run next to be in fucking Egypt or something like that. You know, he's having the Vampiro Canadiense fucking Egypt tour of 2027 next to get him a couple more bucks. God, I didn't see his match at Stranglemania. Did you watch it?
Call it a fucking day, dude.
Yeah.
He's one of my favorites, and I'm still saying, no, I didn't watch the fucking match.
Yeah. It was him versus PCO and Vito or whatever. Did you see Vito beat the shit out of that clown, that guy, that construction worker gimmick on social media that makes fun of all the wrestlers and stuff? Like, you ever seen this?
No.
Okay, so there's this character, like he got like a little press online one time because he's a construction worker and he was calling wrestlers names and all this shit and talking mean about them. And then started trying to make a gimmick out of it when he got a few hits, and then some of the wrestlers got wind of it and didn't like what he was saying because he was talking some nasty shit and calling them really nasty names. And then the one guy, the guy was going after Vito online, and Vito doesn't seem like the type of person that you want to fucking do it to in real life. Like, I'm sorry, like I think he's legit tough outside of the ring. I have zero doubt in my mind that he is. And this guy starts fucking with him, and then at WrestleCon goes up, Richie. This guy goes to WrestleCon and gets a ticket and goes up to Vito's booth and tries to start shit, and Vito beats the fuck out of him without hitting him more than a couple of times. Vito ragdolls this fucking guy, and when he comes up to him, and took great offense to the guy, man. And he could have beat his ass, but yeah, he just wrestled around with him for a second, hits his hat off like a punk, and then the guy's trying to fight back, and then when the guy tries to fight back and push on Vito, Vito grabs him by his fucking beard like a bitch, just to make him look like a bitch, by the sides of his hair and his beard, or wherever he's grabbing. I think it was the sides of his head. And then he just takes him by his fucking gullet, man, and shoves him right on the thing and holds him there and just says to him, "You motherfucker." And he hits him one fucking time with a slap. You know?
Nice.
That's the old school shit I like to see, man.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
But yeah, so I haven't seen any of the Stranglemania either, but good for Vito there on that one. That just made me think about that. But the Wyatt Six, I don't see it as a loss, bro. And I don't see them. You guys were mentioning earlier, maybe going to JCW. I could see maybe a couple of people going there, but I think a lot of the characters in that you're never going to see again, to be honest with you. I think Nikki Cross will be done wrestling here soon. I don't think you're ever going to really see her around much anymore. I think Redbeard Rowan is going to be done. I think Bo's going to be done on this one. Gacy's young. I'm sure he'll do more in his career, and seems like a fairly talented kid. And Dexter Loomis, I can see him sticking around. Who else is in it? Is there anybody else in it?
I don't think so. But listen, it was a money grab by the WWE.
Yeah.
It was a way that they were trying to honor Bray Wyatt's memory and all that stuff, and that's all great and fine. And we had the moment, and it's cool. But dude, I mean, nobody's gonna be able to tell the story like Bray Wyatt. Nobody's gonna be able to do those type of characters like Bray Wyatt. And you're fooling yourself if you think you can recreate that magic, So
never gonna happen.
Never gonna happen.
Never gonna happen for sure. Next one to talk about is one I don't care about. Some people are in a tizzy about this one, but I could give a shit less. The New Day.
The New Day, yeah, they're ever since Biggie left, to me, they haven't been the same. So
yeah, they've been lame, and they were
played out. It wasn't. They weren't released. It was they didn't re-sign, and WWE TKO made an offer that was basically an insult in their mind, and they didn't re-sign it.
Yeah.
So they weren't released like everybody else. They just didn't accept the offer that TKO was negotiating with them.
Hey, more power to them. Guarantee you they end up in AEW.
Oh, fuck. These guys are going to go on a fucking... I guarantee you they're going to try to recreate like the Dudley Boys thing where they went and fucking won all the tag team titles everywhere. I guarantee you they're going to try and do that shit.
They're going to go to AEW because Tony Khan is going to throw an insane amount of money to get them there and get them to come in, because there is a lot of great matchups there. They can have Edge and Christian, FTR, just to name a few over there, the Young Bucks. I mean, they've been teasing the New Day and the Young Bucks for years. And
well, let's be honest, AEW's tag team division is better than WWE.
Leaps and bounds. It's not even close, okay?
Yeah.
And I don't know who their tag team champs are now, but every time I watch a tag match over there, it's way better than WWE, always, no matter what. Just match-wise, 1,000%. So if you don't think the fucking New Day doesn't end up there, you're crazy.
Yeah.
And
good for them. I hope they get a payday,
Yeah, absolutely. And I think they'll have some fun matches over there. I've just never been a fan. They've never interested me.
Kofi Kingston is he's up there, and he's been doing this for a really long time. Xavier Woods is too. Xavier Woods was in, the early days of TNA, just to give you a perspective.
Consequences Creed, right?
Yep, just to give you a perspective of how long he's been around. So,
and he's a smart dude too. He's got a PhD in real life, man. He's no fucking dope. So,
I'm just gonna leave it there with what I was about to say.
Well, he did. It is ironic the timing of him getting canned after all these years there, and Paige coming back too.
Yep.
So. Yep. But I did see them. I think there was I don't know if it was an AI one or not, but I think I saw a picture of them or something. But it might have been AI. I don't know.
So, dude, I was watching the fucking Hall of Fame. Okay, I watched the Hall of Fame finally. I know I'm late to the show and everything like that. But who in the fuck was in charge of seating in that motherfucker, dude? Did you see John Cena? And then behind, like directly, he's sitting with his wife, and directly and right here is fucking Nikki and Brie Bella.
I didn't notice that. I didn't see that.
Literally right fucking here.
It's got to be intentional. It's got to be a
Dude,
slight on somebody for that
it
one.
was the most awkward moment I have ever seen in a fucking
What do you think
WWE.
Cena thought with that?
Oh
Okay,
my god. He was
what do
probably
you?
like, what kind of jackass fucking made this choice?
Who was it more awkward for? Okay, he's married now and is happily married and is a massive fucking movie star and even more rich. Just got the retirement angle of a lifetime.
Oh, he
He's
don't give a
doing
fuck.
he's doing great. She just got divorced and had the domestic
Shit kicked
dispute
out of her.
against her.
Yeah.
You know, she beat the shit out of the guy apparently from what has been said, and lost. I think she lost a lot of her custody of the kid. Maybe I don't think
Wow.
she won it all. I think he might have more custody than her, or they're at least 50-50. So, who do you think that was more awkward for, her or him?
Definitely her.
Yeah,
When you see the grass is greener on the other side for your other person, it's definitely a hot knife in your back. So I guarantee fucking to you, she was sitting there the whole time just stewing,
does
because
she strike?
that lady's getting what she wanted the whole time. So
Yeah, does she strike? Nikki Bella? Just I don't know anything about her really much as a person. I've seen that reality show sometimes with her on it. Do you think she's a nice person in real life? I think she'd be a good girlfriend.
listen, there's a term out here for those kind of girls. They're called
Mm-hmm.
Scottsdale princesses, okay? And that's where
Mm.
they were brought up. All right. And I've been around many of them and know their personalities and stuff like that. It's a phony ass fucking. You could just see her facial expression when Paige came back and she had to announce it. Like that. That's all you need to know right there about her personality. You could totally tell she was just like not wanting to do that at all, and she seemed like it was like a fuck you, bitch.
So basically, what you're saying is she's not going to go out there and go be having a relationship with your neighborhood friendly plumber. You know,
She was with that football player for all of 5 minutes.
oh, the kid that was like 20 years younger than her.
Yeah, that gives you an
Yeah.
idea of where her fucking head's at. Okay, you
She
know.
looks like the type of woman that like just wants a guy who's got money. She's not going for your common average guy like any of
No,
us.
no.
She's not going for that. She wants somebody with some fucking cheese to be
Yep.
able to give her the lifestyle. And she reminds me of the type that like when she gets that guy, like she doesn't want to upset that at all, with him.
And here's my thing, dude. And we just did a show on this, like Hall of Famers that shouldn't be in and stuff. I'm sorry, but the Bella twins should not be in the Hall of Fame.
No. No way. No way.
No.
No way. They're the most over fucking rated chicks
Yes.
ever. They suck.
Ever.
They make her say, she says it, and then turns it into the thing that they go with now. Like she's a legend and an innovator and all this crap. She
They
sucks.
remind me of Natalia, your favorite.
Yeah, they're right up on the level of that to me.
Yeah.
They fucking suck. I don't get it at all.
Yeah. I just
You know,
got to remind the crowd here.
I think John had enough. I just didn't think he didn't like her. The
Yeah,
Bella.
I think he didn't like her, and I think they weren't compatible.
Yeah, he sounds like a fucking a-hole to live with, though, man. Fuck
Yeah.
you. All right, look at
Just
that
saying,
fake
guys.
shit. No
I'm
way.
just saying. There he
No.
is. Nice and clean shaved.
Yeah, never. Not happening. I saw this with Sid's son. It's never going to happen, Laza. I saw that Psycho Sid's son, Gunner. And Gunner looks like a great guy, man. He's really proud of his dad. And I love seeing what he's doing here. And he's getting into wrestling, I guess, and is wanting to buy the old the Memphis Coliseum from the Memphis days. And there's no way in hell it's going to happen. He said he put a bid on it. They're going to do it. Thing's been shut down since 2006. I bet you. I heard they stripped the copper piping out of it. This is like a $60 million renovation that they need on this thing. There's no way in fuck that this guy can afford that unless he's a millionaire that many times over that I didn't know of.
Yeah. Yeah.
I can't see it.
Sid Vicious wasn't financially free or anything like that either.
Yeah. She's a gold digger like Desperate Housewives of Staten Island. Yep. It's not true, Rabbi. This guy's making shit
Very
up over
true.
here.
Yeah,
making
we were
shit.
just in Vegas. He snuck a picture. I mean,
Yeah,
who are you gonna believe? It's right there. It's
yeah,
photo.
of course. If I was right there, I'd take this baseball right now and fucking wing it at you for saying that
Dude,
nonsense.
there was a baseball game that just happened in. I don't know if you saw that.
No, I didn't. What
It was the Braves and I can't remember who, but fuck.
winged
What
it
a
at him?
wild brawl that was. Yeah, he took the ball and literally hit the guy with it.
Jesus, man. I've never been a Bella fans, but they seem like completely different people. Bree's like a tree hugger, like her husband. Naming your kid Birdie says enough. Yeah, they look like they have fun with one another. McCole shouldn't be in the Hall of Fame. She's done it outside of her shirt. Yeah, we talked about her a few weeks ago on that show. She was highlighted on
That was
there,
a favor to fucking the Undertaker, and
100%.
that's why they did it.
Any bringing her back on anything is a favor to make that guy happy for whatever reason.
Yeah, yeah.
What was the topic you wanted to talk about to start this off with Roman? Something that was going on with Roman?
So I've been reading, and this is prematurely. I had just seen it before we popped on, so I'm not really sure. Maybe you guys know a little bit more, but my God, Rabbi, if that fucking happens, I'm gonna come over there and punch you right in the yarmulke.
I hold
Um,
things deep inside, Rabbi, so just wait one day soon, okay? There might be some of this coming out. Payback's a motherfucker, bro.
dude, I'm just saying it's okay that you're a closet Natalia fan. We get it. You have a black leather jacket that has the Heart Foundation logo with Natty Daddy on it. You're Natty Daddy. You know, I got it. It's cool.
Did we date in a prior lifetime?
I think so. You
Mhm.
guys traded jackets. You gave her your Bane jacket.
I'd never let her wear my Bane jacket, bro. That would never happen. I'm really cold over here. Can I wear that beautiful Bane jacket you got on?
Yep.
No, you're not touching my fucking Bane jacket ever. Blasphemy coming out of your mouth.
So Roman Reigns, uh, he does this big announcement that he's going to be a full timer now when he won the title, and the part time days are done for a while, and all these different things. It's already announced that the whole month of June he has taken off Raw. All dates in June. So not starting off really good for the supposed full time schedule he's supposed to have, being as we're in May and he's about to do that. So people are speculating that there's contract negotiation problems that are going on with Roman Reigns and that TKO, which it makes sense because of what happened with the New Day just now. It seems like TKO is lowballing a lot of the talent as far as trying to get them re-signed, and it's pissing a lot of people off. Is what it seems like to me. So
I heard his contract had ended and they worked on a small extension out for the time being or something like that for WrestleMania. Who knows what's true, guys? Because we're going to talk about dirt sheet shit later, but who knows what's really true on any of this. But I can't imagine they would have put the belt on him if he didn't have some type of an agreement or extension with him. If they did that, that's pretty fucking stupid, don't you think?
Well, I mean, you just had your biggest show of the year. You put the title on a guy that you haven't even. This just seems like wild booking to me. You put the title on the guy. You take the title off the guy that was responsible for carrying the whole storyline, and week in and week out is like your workhorse. And you put it on a guy that's been part time for fucking ever now, right? And yes, he's a big name and whatever the fuck. You don't have a solid contract with him yet. That's kind of sketchy booking to me. And to throw a low ball deal at Roman Reigns, who is one of your top guys. I mean, for Christ's sake, the guy's having a fucking Jordan shoe drop next month.
Roman's got a Jordan shoe?
Yes, it's called the Bloodline. And it's
Wow.
going to be limited edition if you guys want to get out there and try to get your hands on them.
All right.
They're cool looking too. But that's my point is he's transcending. He's one of those big stars that's transcending past wrestling, much like The Rock, much like Stone Cold, all these other guys. Why would you lowball him? Why would you give him a lowball deal and give him any option to say no when you put your title on him and you take it off of CM Punk and you did it at WrestleMania, and now your scapegoat or your plan B is to throw it on Jacob Fatu? I don't understand that.
October, Rand, is when it comes out. October 16th is when the new Street Fighter that Roman's in comes out. So that's a ways down the road. And I like Jacob. He's no main eventer, like in regards to the talent of a Roman. He's not going to carry your show.
Roman Reigns' name towers over Jacob Fatu.
Do you think though, like with TKO, and who knows what his contract situation is? This is just all speculation and fantasy stuff. We're talking some of this here. I know it's probably never going to happen, but let's fantasy book this a little bit. What it could be. Listen, I think TKO has been abundantly clear that they don't give a fucking shit about anybody, and
No.
all that matters to them is what the bottom line in money. They
Well,
don't
look at the
care.
treatment of Conor McGregor over in the UFC.
Yep.
Still no fight date of the biggest draw, and however you feel about him, the numbers don't lie. He's the biggest money draw in UFC history. Still no contract date. That's how TKO treated him. The New Day lowballed their contract offer. They were looked at as WWE lifers, mainstays in the tag team division. Kofi Kingston, former WWE champion, Kofi Mania, all that shit. Lowballed them. They don't give a. It's like they're trying to humble all these guys that are the big stars of the corporations and letting them know that they're not going to get special treatment. You know, so it seems to me TKO, if you're one of those prima donna guys that you draw the money and everything like that, and you think you're bigger than the company, it feels like TKO's ego is like, well, go somewhere else.
You think they do that to a Roman?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I do.
I do too.
I
I,
do.
I don't think it's as far fetched as people think.
And I don't think Roman will give a shit because he's on to bigger and better things already. You know,
Listen, you want to talk about if you want to make the biggest fucking blunder for wrestling is to release him, and I'll tell you why. If you want to bitch and fight with this guy about money, he's going to become a big star in Hollywood. It's going to
fuck
happen.
yeah, he is.
Yeah,
Absolutely, he's going to be an
I,
action star.
absolutely, and he's going to be a huge one for many years to come. And I think he's a guy that, even though he's going to go into the next phase of his life, I think he's a guy that still wants to wrestle on a part-time basis and make a lot of money doing that too. I think he knows that he's coming up towards the end of it, but I think he also knows that he can do it on a small basis and be a huge attraction, still make a lot of money for him and his family doing it too. So if they want to say bye-bye to him, and give him the boot, which I could see them doing, because they don't give a fuck about anybody. Like you said, Conor McGregor is the biggest box office draw of all time in regards to live gates and all the shit that he does and brings to it. There's no denying it, whether you like him or not. The guy is the biggest draw ever. If you're going to shit on him, do you think they care about fucking Roman Reigns?
He's tried to make 3 to 4 attempts at coming back. Yes, he broke his toe against the Michael Chandler thing, and that was him pulling out of that. Regardless of that, they have not even offered him a new date.
Zero.
And they've offered him opponents and a maybe, but he's gotten 0 fight dates. They
Yeah.
totally embarrassed him with the White House gig. They all but said he was going to be on the fucking card, and he wasn't on it. They did the same thing to John Jones, who's the greatest of all time in UFC. They don't give a fuck. Tom Aspinall, same thing. They don't give a shit if you think you're some big star. They try to humble their people and say, okay, well, you're a big star. Now you don't have our platform. Now what?
They're all about their brand. That's all they are, is they're about their brand, and they don't give a fuck about anybody else. They think we're all just a bunch of dipshits and are going to keep coming back no matter how shitty it is and whatever.
Yep.
And that's the way
And
they
we
act.
do, unfortunately.
Most of the time, yeah. But it's going to come to a point where it's going to, for a lot of people, is they're going to fucking finally piss people off enough, I think, sometimes, that they might start losing that bottom line of everything. And they're not going to be the last owners of WWE. Let's be realistic of that too. It's not. They're going to try to sell it whenever they can. But until that point, you need a major star. And we have said this a million times on the show. Other than Roman Reigns right now and a CM Punk and a couple of those older guys, there's no major stars on that show.
No,
and
they're in serious trouble.
Big trouble. And if you think Roman Reigns, if they piss him off, that because he's going to go to Hollywood, we all know he is. He's going to do great, I'm sure. Do you think that he's not going to go back to wrestling and have a bone to pick a little bit? Absolutely. And if you want to talk about a death blow that you can make, it's to bring Roman Reigns into AEW, man. And Tony Khan's got the money in the pocketbook that's deep as hell too, man. He was wanting to buy the WWE before. So
I don't think Roman Reigns would go over to AEW, and one of the reasons why is his in-ring style. There ain't no fucking way, dude. There ain't no way that you're gonna tell me you're gonna put him. Who you gonna put him in there with? Will Ospreay, Kenny Omega, these guys. Who's he gonna have a match with?
Listen, you can go back to the ways like when Hogan went in the NWO. Hogan wasn't the greatest worker in the ring. We're going to talk about Hogan a little bit later, but he wasn't the greatest worker in the ring. But they found a way to make him work in more of that high flying action style of WCW back in that day. So
None of
you,
the big guys have worked in AEW. None of them.
none of them.
They've all failed. Every single
Yeah,
one of
Roman wouldn't fail though. I don't
them.
think if he came. I don't. I don't think he would be there all the time, but imagine what that would do for their credibility to get a guy like a Roman Reigns if he wasn't around there at WWE.
Well, and here's the other side of that. They just got rid of some of the bloodline, right? And
Mm-hmm.
and I get they're not flies to shit on Roman's name, but if they get rid of the tribal chief, the head of the fucking table, and all this storytelling that you've been trying to do to get The Rock versus Roman Reigns, that all goes away. And furthermore, what does that say for The Rock's position with the WWE if you do
Mm-hmm.
something like that?
Yeah, I mean, well, he owns not owns maybe, but he's got a
He's
stake.
the board member.
Yeah, he's the head of the board. He's the highest paid person on the roster, if I remember correctly. We talked about that a few months ago or something.
So if contract negotiations are going bad and you have The Rock on the board of directors of TKO, where's the disconnect here? Like, I don't understand. Like, if it's money and you're wanting to draw, you're trying to profit, maximize profits and things like that. Who are you going to do that with if Roman Reigns goes away? Your last probably 5 years of storytelling, 10 years of storytelling
Is based on him.
is based on him. The
Yeah,
Undertaker, Brock Lesnar, all these different Mania main events. I mean,
Cody Rhodes.
and you're not going to open the
Yeah,
checkbook for that guy?
dude was 4 years undefeated on their show. He was the focus of everything. He took them from the shit that they were in before and helped transform them into something again. What a slap in the face if it is to treat somebody like that, man. I would love to see MJF and Reigns. Those two on the mic together would be fun. Like,
MJF would torch him, man.
you think he'd torch Roman?
Oh my god, it
Nah.
would be bad. Oh my god.
He'd get him, and then Roman's delivery style. Roman went toe to toe with CM Punk, bro.
Not
CM Punk's
good. And they were
he,
written for him.
he did. I think he did phenomenal against him. I do. Roman's a good speaker on the mic, and he's much better than I think you are remembering here. I think him and MJF, while MJF is more quick witted, of course, I think Roman would hold his own just fine, and I think it'd be a fun matchup too. So, tribal chiefs don't fly, Oos.
It's true.
You're never going to see him there anytime soon. He's got a contract with them working in the back there now, so I think he's going to enjoy that role. So,
Yep.
what's going on, Raymond? Sorry to hear you
Oh,
have
you're
been
sick,
sick,
dude.
buddy. Feel better, brother. Feel better, my friend. We like Jacob. He's not a money market guy, man. He's not a
No.
guy that's going to carry your product,
Fuck no, he ain't. LA Knight could.
But they won't touch him.
It won't touch him.
I like Drew more now
He's
than I
not.
used to, but he's
He
not the
couldn't
top
do it.
guy.
He
You
could.
know,
They've tried several times with him. It never takes off.
he's a great transitional champ for a
Yeah.
few months, and he's a great heel, and he's won me over through the years. Okay, he's won me over. I used to call him Snooze McIntyre. He's done
Snooze
great.
McIntyre. I remember that.
Yeah, he was so boring before. Fucking guy was like watching paint dry listening to him. Oh God, that era when he was the champ that one time during the COVID era. Oh fuck,
I
man.
couldn't watch wrestling then.
Thank you, Roman Reigns. He saved us from that shit after it,
Yeah.
man.
Yeah.
You know, it was horrible, horrible. But he came back and did great work. I loved his shit with CM Punk. Those two were phenomenal together.
They won't stop with the releases until Logan Paul's the top guy.
Oh God, fuck.
It's like I said last week or the last show that we did. Get rid of these fucking influencers and outsiders from, just go back to it being a wrestling show. We don't need fucking YouTubers and rappers and all these fucking people in it.
I could give a fuck less about Bailey. To people who have been hearing
If they
that
can't
too.
LA Knight, I'm gonna be pissed. Because
Yeah,
he doesn't deserve it.
I don't think they will with him with LA Knight, but Bailey I can see going. You know, they were talking about Bailey and Asuka. I heard a couple rumors going around about them.
I'm surprised the Miz isn't gone.
Yeah, I would agree, and I'm a fan of the Miz. You know that, but they're not going to because he's kind of jumping into Hollywood, doing the American Gladiator stuff now and everything. So He's loaded up on Amazon Prime. He's got a career afterwards more with things I think he's going to do. Is he going to be an A-list star? No. But he's going to be a guy that's going to have a good name to him. And I think he's going to be a guy that's going to be around. So I don't think they'll get rid of him necessarily. But I can see an Asuka and a Bailey going, you know?
Yeah, I could too. I was hoping Cheeto Fingers herself was on that list, but
Didn't she get canned a few years ago?
yeah.
And then they brought her back for whatever God knows reason.
Yeah.
I'm all about Danhausen. That'd be great if he was the champ.
Danhausen's fucking awesome, dude.
He is. I hope they don't burn him out though, and just put him on and do that shit too much. You know, you gotta play that right so you don't overkill it. You know, and I love Danhausen. I think he's awesome.
Me too.
I show Speed versus Logan at Mania. You think you're special? You do. I can see in your what crap. She'd be in AEW in a heartbeat if they let her go. They would.
Well, yeah, her fucking friend Monet's over there.
You a fan of Asuka?
I liked her in the NXT time. You know, I thought that was good. When they put her with Kairi Sane and and all that, I feel like they ruined her gimmick. When they made her lose the first time, and then the way they booked her immediately after that, I think really hurt her character. But I did. She's a great worker, dude. She's a great worker in the ring and stuff like that, and I think she puts on some entertaining matches. But is it a huge loss for WWE if she goes? Not really.
I never got it with Asuka. You know, I mean, I respect all that she did. She was a killer in NXT. Her on the main roster was never anything for me. Never really did it for me. You know, they've always fucked around with her character. There's times they've made her character just downright fucking cringy, and it's just as simple as that to me. Like that's to me on the main roster. NXT wise, she was a killer. You know, she never lost the belt, right?
Right.
Yeah. So, I mean, they did some great stuff with her down in NXT, but I've never been a huge fan on the main roster, and I've never been a Bailey fan either. And, you know, no disrespect to Bailey. She's had a great career too, but I've never been like this big Bailey mark. And
Right.
I don't know. There's something about her. She doesn't seem like a very genuine person to me. She looks like, I don't know, just to me, something that just is amiss with her for me for whatever reason. I don't know why. So, not a big fan, but I know a lot of people are. So, hey, if you like her, you like her.
Yep.
They need to get rid of Nia Jax. Richie would be heartbroken if that happened, Raymond. He wouldn't sleep until she got back there. On that note, when we say about people like to release, you're releasing all these other people, and you're talking about releasing actually talented people for the most part, like Asuka or a Bailey. Whether I like them or not, they're talented. And Natty Neidhart is still going to have a fucking job after all these people, bro.
You're happy about it, dude.
Still going to have a fucking job.
Because if she didn't have a job, what would you have to talk about?
Not thinking about her on wrestling and getting it sent to me randomly through the week or some stupid shit she's posting pop up. Dude, that'd be wonderful. She's still going to have a job next week.
What do you
and
think
all these other talented
people?
Think
she has something on?
Everybody. She's got to be a weasel and just has something on him. She must have wanted to sue him for the farting gimmick or something like that and claim some bad shit against him. It has a lifetime contract. She ain't coming anywhere near.
She's not the best. She's not the bride.
She's not coming anywhere near my home or my wedding ever.
I'll you know, if she wants, man, I'll let her stand.
Never
in my spot.
Never, ever.
Just for the photo op. Because you like taking photos with her.
Gonna fuck you up. Nia Jax and her partner are gonna be splitting up this next week. Oh, okay. I could give a shit less.
Rand, you're supposed to be the doomsday guy.
Yeah, give us a doomsday one about them splitting up. You gotta do better than that one. Come on, elaborate a little bit. I felt Sheamus was fresh. How does he still have a job too?
What the fuck? Yeah, no shit.
Who does he have shit on, bro?
Okay, I got a question. Snooka's fucking, what was she, the granddaughter or
Tamina?
Daughter?
That was his daughter.
Is she still on the fucking?
Nah, she's gone finally.
Okay, I was gonna say.
She's been a few years since we've seen her fucking worthless ass.
Yeah. And you know what's funny is like Raquel Rodriguez or whatever she is.
Yeah,
she reminds me of her.
Whose book did you read? Natty's? You wasted fucking like 10 hours of your life, Raymond, reading that shit.
You stepped in that one, Raymond. If John gets drunk now, he's gonna say "fuck you" randomly to Raymond, and he's gonna say why? Because you read Daddy's book.
Oh, Jesus. There's a
Fuck,
lot I could touch on in that one, but I like Raymond, so I'm gonna leave it be.
dude. What the fuck would she even write about? That's what I want to know. Like,
I
what?
tell you her career and how she overcame all these
Oh
tremendously hard
man,
obstacles in her life of being a Jim the Animal
gas.
Neidhart's daughter, you know?
She took pills for her
Yeah.
gas and got it under control.
Yeah, getting the farting gimmick, you know. What is she gonna cry 3 chapters about her poor husband's injury that she's gonna make it look like it's her fault, you know, or something? Come on. What the fuck is she writing a book for?
Dude, that's a lot of blank pages there.
Bro, it's a lot of fucking empty thoughts on that thing for
Wow,
however many hundreds of pages she wrote it for. I wonder if she wrote it herself.
dude. If there's ever a toilet paper shortage, hopefully they printed a lot of those books.
What's her book called? Let's see.
Oh no,
Let's give her some
my
press
my
here.
dearest John Wanglin.
The
That's
last
what
heart
she's gonna sign a
beating.
copy to.
The last heart beating is the name of it. What the fuck?
Oh,
This is chapter 1, how Natty met John. No. Yes, Natty, question for you. Best wrestling biography you read. What about for you?
the best one was probably "Have a Nice Day" or "The Rock Says." Those were both really good.
Hmm.
I've read "The Rock Says" probably 3 times. It was an incredible book.
I liked Kurt Angle's book. It was really good. Really interesting. Always been a fan of Kurt. He's a real straight guy and a real straight shooter, you know?
Yep.
Just a real honest person you can see and admits his own faults. I liked Kurt's. Jim Ross's book, Under the Black Hat, was good as well. You know what a surprisingly interesting book that I read years ago was The Young Bucks, actually. You know, very interesting read on them.
I would like to read Jim Ross's. I think that would be a good one.
I have an autographed copy in the garage, I believe. Still, I don't think
I
I
need to
sold that
bust
one.
in. I need to bust into Kane. I got an autographed copy from Kane on his book that he came out with. It's an autobiography, so I have
Nice.
to read that one.
Yeah, there's some great ones out there. What about you guys? You know, what are some of your
Ric
favorites?
Flair.
Never
Come
read
on.
his.
I'm
Dynamite
good on
was
that.
good. I can imagine Dynamite's being an interesting one. Haven't finished, but listening to Medusa and Page's autobiography. Does everybody have one? Everybody seems like they have their own one.
Fucking Ray Lloyd's probably got one. Fuck you,
Fuck
Ray.
you, Ray. Oh, he liked one of our posts this week too in one of the groups.
Yeah, well, next time take your fucking like and jam it up your ass, Ray. Fuck you.
Never read Hogan's, so I've never read Hogan's, so can't comment on that one. I
Uh-oh.
probably should.
Rand's starting with it.
Uh-oh. There's a shooting.
Do they have guns in the UK?
They got the fucking billy clubs. I know that.
Huh.
Oof.
Interesting.
Well, hopefully everybody's doing good.
God bless them.
Moscow is under attack at this moment. Uh-oh.
Bitcoin's fucking crashing. Buckeyes on fire in Arizona.
Eric's first book was good when I spoke about WCW and has taken over the ideas from. Okay. Been enjoying Bill Watts and Ole Anderson's book. Interesting. You know Bill Watts is still alive?
Yeah.
Yeah.
How old
Eric,
is he?
I had Eric on the show. Me and him did a interview years ago. I think I've probably said this before. And he was saying about his dad. His dad hasn't done anything in ages and won't come on much anymore. But he was saying maybe we could get you a Cowboy Bill Watts appearance on. I'm sure he just said that as a joke, but I would have loved that. You know,
That would have been sick.
I know Bill's a polarizing figure, but Bill Watts has done a lot for the business. So I bet you that's an interesting read. And let me say about Eric too. People give him a lot of shit. He's a nice guy, man. He's
Is he?
a very interesting guy. Great quarterback at Louisville, you know, in college too. Interesting dude.
Yep.
Anyone remember the Complete Idiot's Guide to Wrestling when they said The Rock's real name was Rocky Melvin? No, I don't remember that, Joey. I don't remember that one at all. What about anything else from modern news you want to hit on tonight before we get to the main event?
So what's going on in your mind? Do you think, like, I guess with WWE, it seems like they're in a rebuilding stage now with their roster and stuff like that. They're bringing Evil in from New Japan Pro Wrestling. I know you probably don't know much about his character.
Nothing.
But he's very similar to like if I was to say, he's like a Japanese Undertaker. You know, um, they didn't bring him to the main roster, which is pretty interesting. He had a pretty big name over in New Japan, and I thought for sure they'd bring him to the main right away. But he's going through NXT, and I don't think they're putting him under his gimmick that he had. You know, so but I mean, what do you think of that? Do you think they should have took him to the main right away, or do you think they made the right move putting him in
I
NXT?
have zero fucking idea who he is when I saw the clip. I've never seen an Evil match. I wouldn't know what he looked like. I didn't know anything about him. The only thing that I heard was he was the New Japan Pro Wrestling or the IWGP champion. Is that what it's called?
Yeah.
So I guess he was a huge star in Japan. I guess I know nothing about his character. I saw him. He doesn't strike me as anything with like this crazy look. The crowd was as silent as possible in NXT. Um, then when they realized that he got a little bit of a reaction, I have no idea who the turd is. That's the end. That the is the NXT champion. What's his name? He did the mafia gimmick. What's it? Fuck is that guy's name? That's the NXT champ. I don't even know. He's a turd. But who cares? You know,
Yeah.
like this is what you're going to bring this guy out for. He's the biggest star in Japan for the last couple of years. Come on,
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
put him on NXT so 500,000 people can see him and 100 people in the crowd can chant his fucking name. And
Yeah,
not know who he
it's
is for
kind of
most of them.
interesting to me. Like I don't know what TKO's deal is with their booking and their it's all bipolar shit. And it seems like that there's nobody really at the charge of the helm to keep it on the straight and narrow and to keep it in one direction. You know, like we keep going in all these different fucking directions with their booking, and I don't understand what's going on from that. It seems like there's a power struggle in WWE right now. And, used to you thought Triple H was in charge of all that stuff. Well, TKO made it very clear that they're in charge. So, and that he
Mm-hmm.
just signed a contract extension. So it's kind of interesting how they're wording things with Triple H now. You didn't hear about stuff like that where, oh, Triple H just signed a contract extension. Well, yeah, that's a no fucking brainer. You thought he was in charge. Why wouldn't he?
Mm-hmm.
But they're making it very clear, and I think they're trying to humble Triple H a little bit, and Dana White for that matter in the UFC, that they're not in charge anymore.
Yeah. They're both getting kind of the same treatment now. You can kind of see.
Yeah,
They're a public face when they want them to be, and when they don't want them to be anything, they don't make them anything. And when they need to
right.
humble them, they humble them, I'm sure.
Yep.
Evil should be Danhausen's mystery partner at Backlash. Very evil, the very nice. That would be cool. I just don't think most people would know it. You know,
Yeah.
I don't think most of the WWE fans are going to know that one,
Right.
and I don't think they're going to use his New Japan name either.
No.
So I heard there was some crazy trademark for some weird name that they were going with. So it looks like they're going to change that up. AJ Styles said anyone new to WWE should spend 6 months at least in the NXT system. I think that's a good thing for a lot of people that aren't as big at names, probably. But for the big names, they're not going to want to come over and do that. But for a lot of them, I think it'd be a good thing, probably.
Rand is reporting in the Doomsday News on Wrestling with Reality that Atlanta cruise ships now have a disease that broke out on one of the ships. So the world's going to end now, according to Rand.
Fuck, it's coming to an end. Russo's got a new TNA book. Yeah, I saw that.
Rand, you need to make an AI picture of you with the fucking Perry Saturn tattoo, dude.
Like on his fucking top of his
fuck-
head or his
Yeah,
forehead.
dude. Yeah, that'd be sick. That'd be real cool.
Oh yeah, I remember when they brought this guy, that cat in Suzuki or something.
Enzo Suzuki,
He was
yeah.
on SmackDown or something for like a hot minute for like a few months, and that shit died out.
When he won the United States Championship and they brought him out in an Uncle Sam fucking costume, I was like, yeah,
don't remember any of that.
I was like, yeah, his career's over.
That was like Ruthless Aggression era, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I always say this. I wasn't around for most of the Ruthless Aggression era because I was deployed and I was overseas for so many years. So I don't really ever know a ton about it. I just remember what I would see occasionally. So I never saw that. So they put him in a fucking outfit like that. That's tremendous.
It was fucking hilarious. He would come out with the Uncle Sam fucking top hat and everything, dude.
I definitely got to give Mark's new book a read when I get time. I love Mark and I'd love to hear it. Evil, the new Jimmy Wang Yang. Yes.
Jimmy Wang Yang. Hey, I like Jimmy Wang Yang.
I did too. The cowboy gimmick that they did with him, that was
I
pretty
thought
funny.
that shit was funny.
He was good in the Young Dragons too. That was a cool little trio that they had at the end of
Who was the
WCW.
fucking? Remember the Elvises?
The Flying Elvises.
Yeah,
Sonny Siaki.
Sonny Siaki.
God, it was Sonny Siaki. Hold on. I don't want to give it wrong.
Sonny
They were
Siaki.
great, man.
They were funny. Like for a gimmick that would be an absolute channel changer, they did okay with it.
Okay, let's see.
You got to give them their flowers for that.
All right. So the Flying Elvises wore Jimmy Yang, Jorge Estrada, and Sonny Siaki. There you go. There it is.
Sonny Siaki.
They were a great in the matches that I saw them in, for sure.
Yep.
I mean, I've never been a TNA guy, but when I've watched it, I've really enjoyed it, especially the early years. And I remember Chris got me into TNA, I think, and he said, you got to watch the Flying Elvises in this one match. And I was like, I think it was on the first episode of TNA. And I'm like, the Flying Elvises? It's so stupid. And then you see these three go, and I'm like, these fucking guys were good.
The Asylum years were really entertaining.
Very entertaining. Really, really entertaining.
I mean,
the early years of AEW were.
Yeah, you got to see Buff Bagwell, Ken Shamrock, all the guys. Oh, R-Truth. Yeah, you got to see Brian Christopher as a heel. It was good.
And the birth of so many great stars. TNA produced a lot of stars. Don't forget that.
They were all at the top of the card of the WWE for the past fucking 10 years.
Yeah. Thank you. AJ Styles is your prime example, man.
Yep.
AJ became a name over there and then just did it everywhere else.
Yep.
Montreal Canadiens are going to the next level in the playoff. They won their game tonight. I hope they're playing the Sabres, so I'm hoping they lose to the Sabres. Let's go Buffalo. Let's go Buffalo.
Ooh.
Yeah, you don't like hockey that
Bring
much
back the Coyotes.
Yeah, you guys killed that for yourselves, okay?
Well, we have two people out here.
Okay.
Shane Doan's wife is now trying to bring the Coyotes back. God bless her.
God.
And if she does, I'm praying they do.
I don't think they will.
I need my hockey back, man.
I don't think they will, bro.
I guess I'm gonna have to drive to fucking Utah or Vegas. Poor me. I gotta go to Vegas.
You can go see the Mammoths or the Golden Knights. We almost went to a Golden Knights game when we were out there.
Yeah, we should.
I've never seen an NHL game live, so I would love to see it.
We should.
Would love to see Jimmy Hart or Robert Fuller manage the Elvises. That'd have been funny with Jimmy Hart coming out with a microphone or something for them.
Yep. He had the hair for it too.
Marky D's channel on YouTube gives great refreshers from the earlier TNA. I don't know Marky D. I'll have to look that up.
Hopefully he's not like fucking Con Man.
Fuck the Con Man 187. That guy's an idiot.
What a goof.
Con Man's definitely a goof. And we'll have a few goofs of the week after the break here. Raven made a great comeback. Yeah, a lot of the stuff I saw in TNA for him was really, really good.
Uh-oh. Drones are striking the Capitol building of Moscow right now.
Whose drones? Are they Ukraine? Is Trump pulling the fucking swerve and going after Putin now?
Is he going after old Pooty Poot?
Did he not get embarrassed enough in Iran recently? Is he out there going for fucking Putin and pulling the wrestling swerve on him, sticking drones at him? Woo!
Somebody's got to do what they did to me and put fucking Trump's face as the third man coming out. That's still the most. That's still my favorite internet video of all time.
They have one with that?
They have, yeah, with my face on it. They have me as Hulk, and then they have you and Chris in the fucking ring.
What?
And then Rob is fucking Macho Man, and I drop the leg on fucking Rob.
Where is this? Do you have it?
I'll dig it up, dude.
Please. I have to see
tremendous. It's dude.
So say this again, what it is.
Okay, so it's Bash at the Beach when Hulk comes and he's the third man.
Okay.
And my face is on Hulk, and then they had fucking you and Chris in the ring as the outsiders, and then fucking Macho Man was Rad Rob's face. And I dropped the fucking leg.
That's awesome,
dude. Probably the best.
Why have I never seen this,
dude? It was fucking phenomenal, dude.
I had people professionally clown on me for years, man. Yeah. So why have I never seen something good like this? At least,
dude, that shit was so funny.
You gotta find that and send that to me, bro.
And then in the background they had like Fig Life on the. Dude, it was so funny. I was like, all right, go you.
You know what's funny is like people think like we take ourselves seriously if they
Dude,
go on and
fuck
talk
that. It's
shit and they
funny.
make fun
It's
and they
so
laugh
funny.
or whatever and shit from the years. I don't take myself seriously at all, bro.
Dude,
I
it's
got
so
over that
funny.
sensitive shit long time ago. You want to have fun and have a good time doing it? Go right ahead, man. Knock your fucking socks off. You know?
That one, man, that
I
fucking
have to
got
see
me.
this. Please
Dude,
send it
I
to me.
about cried laughing.
You coming down to the ring and they hear Bobby Heenan going, what side is he on?
Yeah, straight up, they did. It has the audio and everything. It's fucking hilarious. Dude, it's so funny.
That is so great. You
It's
please
so
find
funny.
this. Please find this and send this to
Dude,
me tonight before you go to bed. All right.
dude, I will.
I
It's
need
so
this to
funny.
see.
It's so funny.
I posted
Sorry,
that
guys.
on the on the Facebook and maybe even on the TikTok. It got no hits really on it, which I was surprised at because I thought it was funny. But I didn't
I
know
haven't
that
even
LA
seen it.
Night. Did you see it?
I haven't. Joey said drones made from Spirit Airlines. Ouch. That's a little soon.
Boy, talk about a scumbag move of the century.
Oh,
Spirit did everybody dirty on the way out, man.
dude. And now
Did you
Trump's
see?
talking about buying it. He's like,
It's a worthless fucking brand. If you want to buy
yeah,
that, you're an idiot. All right.
yeah.
Did you see the worst part of it that they did to one of the guys? Okay. I don't know if you saw this. So this one pilot was retiring that night. 27 years he's been working and flying, and that was supposed to be his retirement night. He didn't even get to fly his retirement flight from them because they canceled it all. He had to fly back. I think it was on JetBlue, and then the JetBlue staff had found out somehow that that was supposed to be his final flight with that night with Spirit, and he was pilots get the big send off and all that shit, rightfully so. It's a scary career. They deserve it. Whatever. Dude, they punked him out on his last day. What a scumbag move that
That's
shit
so
was,
fucked
guys.
up.
Yeah.
That's
Oh my
so
god.
shitty, dude.
I do like the Trump gimmick though. He calls it El Hijo or El Hijo de something, He
I haven't
makes
seen
de
it.
Trump. Yeah, El Hijo de Trump is I think the name of the character. It's on our TikTok, Richie. Go check it out. You'll see it on there. So it's pretty funny. I have a swollen prostate, which isn't fun yet. I see humor in poking fun big time. Absolutely. Prayers for my swollen prostate are welcome. We're giving you the tribal chief salute right there for that.
I don't want to stick my finger out, bro. I'm just gonna give you a thumbs up and say, God be with you.
You want to go to the Outback soon?
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh
you guys
man,
are
Laz, I
awesome.
love you, man. I hope your
Prostate's better. All right,
take it
guys.
easy. Take it easy, bud.
Let's take 5, and we'll take a quick bathroom break, and then we'll come back with the main event, which is going to be some goofs of the week tonight.
Oh my Rabbi, give him the booze. Give him the booze.
Okay, hold on. He's going to have to get it. Better than the booze, he's going to get his favorite character.
I'm just saying.
Rabbi Dust.
This is probably inappropriate, but apologize real quick before the break. You gotta get your check.
Hold on. Joe, he's got the line of the night right here. He goes, Spirit Airlines was late more times than Helen Hart after being with Stu.
Oh.
What do you got? Why are you getting the fucking gloves out now?
It was a joke.
Come on. You want to give Rewind a prostate check? But my question is, why do you have a pair of doctor's gloves right on you right now?
Why?
Yes. Don't tell me. Okay, hold on. Let me guess. When you change jacks, do you wear gloves?
No.
Thank God. All
Well,
right.
These are for my wife's hair dye.
Okay. Sure it's not your hair dye, Rich? Come on.
I don't have any fucking hair.
You do. You're doing that
I got
long
it right here.
Yeah.
That's all I got. That's all.
Sure.
I don't dye this. This is never going away. This is greatness right here. This is a real man's goatee, John.
And I used to dye, and I gave up on it because the gray adds character when it comes into.
Yeah.
Love that scene in Road Trip. Yeah. Stifler was great in that. Delta just canceled a bunch of flights because of Spirit Airlines. Why would they cancel because of Spirit? It doesn't make any sense to me.
0.
All right, let's take 5, guys. When we come back, we'll talk our main event, and I can't wait to rip on this piece of shit and the stupid stuff that he was saying this week. That's fucking goof, man. Dave Meltzer. I really can't wait to rip on him a little bit tonight. It's been a long
You're
time.
gonna have to read exactly what he said.
I will. I'll find it and load it up for you guys. So he's earning his stripes tonight. So we'll be back in 5, and we'll conclude tonight's topic with our main event. We're gonna have some fun on that one. So we'll see you guys after 5.
Bullet Club for life. Just too sweet. Welcome to the Bullet Club. We own the wrestling world. Kamatonga, Bad Luck Fale, the Young Bucks, Yujiro Takahashi, AJ Styles, Doc Gallows, the Machine Gun, Carl Anderson. Believe in the Bullet Club. Believe in us. Everything we do is just too sweet. Bullet Club. Club. 4 life. 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 4
All right, guys, we are back from the break. Got to lead into a little Hulk Hogan music here because the main topics tonight is our goof of the week, one of them at least. And it's hold on, I got to play the sound effect for our goof of the week because man, this guy's going to deserve it tonight, and he's just one of them. You got another one that you're nominating, but this idiot right here,
A fucking goof. He's a fucking goof. Jeez. Anybody who knows him knows he's a goof.
Hope you guys like my. I hope you guys like my logo that I.
Perfect, man. I love it. It fits for it. So,
yeah.
Dave's
our
first.
It into a bumper sticker, by the way.
Oh, I wish if you could landscape it out a little bit, it'd be a good one.
Yeah.
So we could make some money with Mr. Fry on that likeness and print those out. I love it.
Yep.
Dave Meltzer's got to be one of them, though. For me, I didn't see. You guys sent this to me. I didn't see it at first because I don't really go on social media much. So you guys all sent this to me because I'm a Hogan mark, and it just blew me away. I don't have Twitter, so I don't use Twitter or anything. Or was it X? So I don't use it. So I don't go on this. Dave's a cancer anyways. This guy is one of the most toxic human beings and the most biased people ever, like he is just Japanese jerk off Meltzer classic matches is it to this guy. If you want to be a top Meltzer guy and you want to get 12 stars, go do it in the fucking Tokyo Dome, with Okada and Kenny Omega or some shit. This guy has an interesting set of principles, I'll just say that. And this guy Steve Kim, I don't know who he is. Do you know who Steve Kim is?
No.
Okay, I don't know if he's a random person or somebody that's into something.
We got some breaking news from our Doomsday Reporter. There's
Uh-oh.
missiles launched by North Korea, according to Prime Minister of Japan, and Obama's housekeeper has just been found dead.
Jesus, my lord! All right,
more with the doom and gloom news.
Shakira's concert has 20 million people at it on the beach. She almost beat Madonna. All right.
Sorry about that. Go ahead.
Does Ray give you a goof of the week, man? Meltzer gets it for this reason right here. So this guy Steve Kim writes in regards to the Hulkamania or Hulkamaniac documentary on Netflix. This is from the tweet from Steve Kim. He says, "Finished this up last night. I enjoyed it. I was not a Hulkamaniac, but there's no denying this. He was the most important and biggest pro wrestler ever. Without him, the business does not expand the way that it did in the 1980s. Like the rest of us, he had his flaws, but at the same time, he impacted positively a multitude of people." So for whatever reason, Meltzer decides to chime in here because, he's the wrestling fucking guru of the world, Dave is the be all and end all of wrestling in his fucking mind. And he says he replies to this Steve Kim guy, "There are several wrestlers more important, but I think he being Hogan would be in the top 6 in that category, but maybe higher."
6?
Top 6. Hogan, top 6. Richie, you're breaking up, so hopefully we're gonna get it. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, cool. Just your little delay in the camera feed there, but we're good. Hogan, Richie, top 6. What world, bro?
I don't have any fucking words.
Well, he goes even further into this because people were fucking just hot at this guy for this. So some fan named Carluch says, and I got to say this about Dave too. Dave actually spends the time to answer these trolls on Facebook, or not Facebook, Twitter, on social media. Dave probably looks like, from his timeline that I looked on, just spends all day arguing with fucking wrestling fans online for whatever reason. So that tells you a lot about Dave right there. So then Dave goes even further and he says, Frank Gotch and Ricky Dozon are far more important than Hulk Hogan. Literally, they created the sport and they dominated it. Gotch for both pro and amateur, and being one of the biggest sports stars of his era. You could argue that Ricky Dozon is ahead, but they are the top 2. So Frank Gotch and Ricky Dozon are the top 2. 3 through 6 would be Santo, Hogan, Inoki, and Lundos. And you could debate any of those placings. Steve Johnson, who has researched Lundos more than anybody, told me he was definitely bigger than anyone. I did Inoki and Hogan bios in recent years upon their passing, and when it is done, it was clear Inoki was more influential than Hogan. Next tier is your Bruno, your Baba, and your Demon level tier. Bro, who the fuck are half of these guys? Okay?
Dude, I'm telling you right now, that has got to be one of the stupidest fucking things that he has ever said in his fucking life.
I don't even have an answer for it. It's so fucking dumb, you know? Like, it's so fucking dumb. And then he goes further and he goes, I don't think you have conception about Ricky Dozon. He wasn't the Hogan of Japan. He was the Ali of Japan. And at the time, he was the Vince McMahon of Japan. And at the same time, he was a cultural hero. Joe Louis times 3. And he was the Milton Berle and Lucille Ball. If you don't know if you don't know them, look them up. After Japan lost World War II, the nation's pride in rebuilding came from Ricky Dozon fighting American giants and overcoming them. He was a key in people purchasing television sets in their homes, building the highest paying wrestling company in the world in that era, and drew TV ratings far bigger than any Super Bowl multiple times. Bro,
I'm about to fall asleep.
Ricky Dozon apparently has drawn more than the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
You believe that?
I've never even heard of who the fuck that is.
And after World War II, so Dave's got he's got the fucking Nielsen ratings from 1945 when the war ends, and he's got Ricky Dozon's ratings from Japan, and he's telling you that hundreds of millions of people watched Ricky Dozon in Japan overcome the American Giants.
I don't even know who the fuck. I'm sure there's kids all over still to this day wearing Ricky Dozon fucking shirts, and they're probably just flying off the shelves on the Pro Wrestling Tees website. What the fuck is going on?
Well, Dave goes further.
Oh God.
Hogan didn't create a business. Hogan did not preside over the best paying place in the world. Vince did. Hogan was never anywhere near the cultural figure. Yes, one country, but Japan became the #1 market in the world for pro wrestling under his auspices. Hogan was big in more countries, but you can't even compare their influence. There would be no Japanese wrestling market without Ricky Dozon. At times, Japan was the #1 market in the world.
What in the what world is he living on?
Ricky Dozon was a bigger cultural figure than Hulk Hogan. And that's hardly going out on a limb. Study the subject.
What?
Ricky Dozon was a
Everybody
bigger
on planet fucking Earth knows Hulk Hogan.
Ricky Dozon is a bigger cultural figure than Hogan, and that's hardly going out on a limb. Richie, once again, Ricky Dozon.
Dude, this guy probably should just retire at this point.
Oh, good, bro. It gets even better. Okay, it gets even better right here, bro. Listen to this. Okay. I did some research on this for tonight, just because I wanted to read all this shit. So I found good tweets, and these are all from Dave's Twitter. If you don't believe me, go fucking look at his X, and you can see it. Dave goes further. U.S., Canada, and parts of Europe and Australia and New Zealand are not the entire globe. This is in regard to some country, or about discussion about a country and their influence for Dave. So Dave said, U.S. and Canada and parts of Europe and Australia and New Zealand are not the entire globe. The fact is books are still written about Ricky Dozon now, and he's taught in the public school history in 2 countries 72 years after he exploded is not 1 decade. It's now the 8th. So they're teaching about Ricky Dozon.
Where's Ricky Dozon's fucking Netflix documentary?
Seriously.
You know?
Do you believe that? Where does Dave get these stats? Okay,
What
where does he
fucking
get?
Hall of Fame is Ricky Dozon in?
I don't know,
How
bro.
many memorable matches can the crowd say that Ricky Dozon has ever taken place? I don't even know who the fuck Ricky Dozon is.
Yeah, I've heard his name before. Okay, I don't know anything about him though. I didn't realize he was around in the 40s or 50s. I thought he was in the 80s or something like that when I've heard about him. I've
How do
never.
you even compare the
It's because he's taught in the history books, bro. Didn't you know that? You didn't go to that school where you got learned about Ricky Dozon in the school history books. Okay.
Dave Meltzer has got to be one of the dumbest fucking goofs that we've ever had on Goof of the Week.
Somebody says Ricky Dozon never traveled culturally the way Hogan did. There's no Ricky Dozon merchandise in Brazil. There's no Ricky Dozon references in Hollywood. There's no Ricky Dozon on a cereal box in Germany. His legend stayed where it started, you dumb fuck.
Ricky Dozon is bigger than Hulk Hogan. I've heard it all now.
Well, Dave replied to this guy. He goes, if Hogan had started pro wrestling in the U.S. and trained two other people who were listed amongst the top 7 U.S. sports stars in the U.S. of the 1951 to 2000, had 40 plus books written on him, so many documentaries, I can't count them, was in polls in the U.S. listing him as the top 10 to 25 most influential figures in history decades after his death in the U.S., had an arena named after him, that he'd be exactly the same as Ricky Dozon. Hogan was bigger worldwide. People in the U.S. can't conceive other culture. Ricky Dozon was in the top 10 to 25 people in the U.S. at one point. What world?
I don't
is this?
believe that. I don't believe that.
My God, what a
fucking retard,
man. He gets dumber by the fucking year, literally, maybe by the minute.
dude.
Meltzer thinks Inoki is more influential over Hogan, probably because he saw him in the Bad News Bears go to Japan. The most important wrestling people in the world are the Gold Dust 3 and Hulk Hogan and Stone Cold and Chris Jericho, Kenny Omega, North American. Meltzer's off his meds. Air India has just canceled all their flights till July.
Yep.
Dozon was never on a Sports Illustrated cover. Wow. You know? Bro, if you go to an airport anywhere in the fucking world and you say, tell me a professional wrestler, what do you think they're going to say? 99 times out of 100.
Hulk Hogan.
I disagree. They're going to say Ricky Dozon.
What the fuck? Yeah. Pull your action figure on your table. Is that a Ricky Dozon action figure you got on your table there?
Yeah. Look, my Hollywood Ricky Dozon right here. You know,
Hollywood Ricky Dozon.
He's a bigger cultural icon, apparently, Rich. Come on. You know? A bigger
It's gotta
cultural.
be the comment of the night. Hollywood Ricky Dozon.
Just imagine Ricky coming out to this instead of Hogan. Hold on.
Ricky Dozon.
Here comes Ricky Dozon playing the belt, man. He's the greatest icon in professional wrestling, according to Meltzer. Here comes Ricky Dozon.
Oh, that's okay. Oh my God, that's funny.
Here he comes. The fucking crowd's going crazy for Ricky Dozon.
Dude. Oh my God.
Yep.
Oh,
Hollywood Ricky Dozon.
never a dull moment in fucking this world.
Nope, there sure isn't, man. So, Dave Meltzer.
Yeah, I've got my fucking foam finger from Ricky Dozon.
Go on eBay and go try to bid on some Ricky Dozon merchandise. How many fucking
God.
Ricky Dozon action figures do you think the Major Brothers wrestling guys are doing?
The big rubber guys.
Yeah, Dozon Mania. Yeah, it's sweeping the world still. You know, still sweeping the world 72 years later.
Yeah.
You know?
Oh yeah, the cops are just flowing around the Ricky Dozon merchandise.
Ricky Dozon fought William Regal 31 years ago on August 23rd. Jesus.
Yeah, how much dust did you have to blow off of those stats?
We gotta find a fucking Ricky Dozon match now and watch
Think
this
we're
thing,
doing a
bro.
watch along to Ricky Dozon. We
We
gotta
got to now, bro. We gotta go get a Ricky Dozon one.
pay tribute to the legendary Ricky
We
Dozon.
gotta pay tribute to the legendary Hollywood Ricky Dozon, man.
They're gonna make a fucking movie that's the Legend of Ricky Dozon, and Will
Jesus.
Ferrell's gonna play him.
Yeah. He's you think the Hogan documentary drew well for fucking Netflix? The Ricky
Wait till that
Dozon
fucking-
one.
I gotta
That
see
one's-
those smoking details.
Yeah. Love to see the download count on that one. Woo!
That's gonna shock the world. Jesus.
Ricky Morton is more influential than Ricky Dozon. I think you're right. Bro.
Let's pull up a picture of Ricky Doze. I just want to
All
see
right.
what this guy even looks like, so I can put a face.
God, I've never. This better
Ricky
be good.
Dozon.
This better be good. Come on.
Meltzer.
Oh, bro, this is great.
What
Hold
do you
on.
got?
There's a plethora of ones just to pick out
do
for
you
this
got?
guy. Okay, hold on. There's a plethora of ones for this dude. Woo! Here we go. I think I got the best Ricky Dozon one that I like right here.
You're frozen. I can't see nothing yet.
All right, hold on one second. There's Ricky.
I can't see anything.
Back out and come back in, bro.
Okay. Oh, there he is. There he is.
So that's Ricky Dozon right there, guys. Is he a stud, Rich?
Oh yeah.
You want to get a
He
Ricky?
looks like Prince Ikea.
Do you want to get a Ricky Dozon poster for your office?
I need a Ricky Dozon autograph in my plethora, dude. It's just needed. What
Bro,
the fuck, dude? How do you draw a comparison like that? Ricky Dozon to Hulk Hogan.
He got stabbed by a member of the Yakuza and died by the wound on December 15th, 1963. Jeez.
Apparently, Ricky Dozon wasn't as influential as he thought.
Well, Meltzer will tell you way different. All right. Ricky Mania, baby. Come on.
Yeah, he's running wild.
Let's see if we can find a Ricky Dozon match one day. Woo!
I'm sure there's a bunch of RWO shirts that make him a plethora of fucking money every month.
The Dozon World Order, baby.
Yeah. He wrote that story, by the way.
Jeez, what a goof. All right, you got one for us tonight. Who's your goof of the week for the week?
I don't know if we've put him as a goof, but he's definitely deserved it for more than just this. I mean, he's got a great fucking graphic that we put up all the time where it's the quiet piggy.
Oh, hold on.
But Donald Trump has to be one of the biggest fucking goofs of the week that we've ever done to this moment. Today I'm sitting there and I'm watching, I'm scrolling through TikTok, and our wonderful leader of the ship, that we elected into office, decides that he's going to go on and gloat about a fact that doesn't make any fucking sense in the grand scheme of things. He says that, gas prices, they're at an all-time high, grocery prices are at all-time high, and this stuff, and he's not focused about that, folks. He's not worried about our groceries, our gas prices, our health care, none of that. No. Donald Trump wants to brag about the fact that he's got Wegovy and fucking what's that other shit that they have, Ozempic, for $50. $50, he says. $50. And he's bragging about that. He's trying to normalize anorexia instead of worrying about making groceries affordable for America. And I'm not trying to get political, but my God, this lit a fire in my ass because I was just like, dude, I'm paying $5 a fucking gallon right now for gas. I know you're paying an expensive premium out there for your car because you have to put premium in it. That's got to be fucking insane out there in New York. But the fucking guy is bragging about making Ozempic $50.
If that ain't winning, I don't know what's winning, okay?
Dude, we're great again because we get Ozempic for $50. What the fuck?
What an idiot. What a fucking idiot, We are
Dude.
we are dying financially over here right now. You know,
Hey, we got Ozempic for $50, buddy.
hey, if you want to be a fat ass and then take the easy way out and go get some pills
Yeah.
or whatever.
You want to go the jelly roll route? Yep. Go shoot yourself up with that shit.
I thought they were like I thought RFK was like Mr. Natural everything, like lose weight, be healthy, all that stuff. Like that's being healthy is taking the shot.
That's what you want to hang. That's where you want to hang your hat on for your fucking. You got Ozempic to $50.
I mean, he's delivered on all of his promises, right?
The dude drinks diet. He's got a Diet Coke button on his fucking desk, and he eats Filet-O-Fishes like they're going out of style. And you're worried about weight loss with Ozempic?
Ugh, filet of fish.
Yeah, and I totally agree with Joey here. Who needs money when we have Ricky Doze?
Yeah, fuck it, man. Gas is $5 a gallon. Why? Who cares, man? We got Ricky Doze on.
Just walk up and offer the gas attendant a Ricky Doze on shirt, and you'll probably get your gas tank filled.
Oh, you don't even gotta go. You know that would get you a house if you did that. To
He'll
somebody.
he'll probably tickle your gas station prostate with his fucking gas pump.
Bro, you give him a Ricky Doze on shirt, that'll buy him a mansion, bro. All you got to do is just say Ricky Doze on, put your fingers up, give a Ricky 2 sweet to him for Hollywood Ricky.
You got to throw up the Ricky Doze on R.
Yeah, 100%, man.
Everybody I don't even know how to do that, but it's a legendary hand symbol nonetheless.
The WHO is telling everyone lockdown coming back. Was it because of the virus that you were talking about earlier?
Dude, we need you know what this show needs? Fuck the merchandise with like wrestling with reality on it. We need a Ricky Doze on fucking shirt, dude.
Why not, bro? I mean,
and we need to change the name of our show to Wrestling with Ricky.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Yes.
We would trend worldwide.
Bro, we would be making the big bucks if we did that. If we had Ricky Doze on merch, like he's top 10 to 25.
I want to be sued by the 40 fucking lawyers that the Ricky Doze on estate has.
The Ricky Doze on Foundation.
Yeah.
Is there a Ricky Doze on Pro Wrestling Tees? Let's see. Is there a Ricky Doze on Pro Wrestling Tees? Let's see. This would be great if they have Ricky Doze on shirts. Let's see. Nah, there ain't no Ricky Doze on Pro Wrestling Tee. No, there ain't.
What are you gonna do? You're just gonna have his face with a thumbs up on it? Like, what the fuck kind of T-shirt can you make?
There's an Etsy Ricky shirt that's out there, Richie. You can get. It's on Etsy.
Yeah, I'm gonna race over to Etsy to find a Ricky Doze on shirt. Oh, absolutely,
there's a vintage Ricky Doze on champion black T-shirt XL Japanese pro wrestling on eBay for Ricky. Only $136, bro. That's a steal,
dude. I'm racing over there right now. I don't know if you can see me, but I'm racing over to the Ricky Doze on.
I'm gonna fight you for it. All right, I'm gonna win that fucking one. Come on. You got kids to put through college one day. So do I, and another one in a year. Like, we get that shirt, bro. We sell that. Our kids can go to Harvard on us.
Here's a rare boxing event poster featuring Joe Louis, and Ricky Dozon's legendary name is on that. And it's going for a whopping $50.
Woo!
Boy, tell you what, I don't think Hulk Hogan's ever sold a fucking anything for that amount of money.
Let's see what Hogan's
just go look up ring worn Hulk Hogan, just a ring worn Hulk Hogan item on eBay. Tell me what it's going for.
All right, I typed in most expensive Hogan merch. Let's see. He's got a prototype of him that's worth over $50,000.
That's just a figure.
Just a figure. Jesus, man.
Go look up what a pair of Hogan's trunks sold for, or a boot. A boot.
Let's see.
A ring-worn boot.
Ring-worn boot. Let's see. His boots sold for $146,000 for Hulk Hogan's ring-wear boots. It sold at an auction recently for $146,000 for it.
I think the one that he wore with Andre, I think those went for over $1 million.
That was the one Logan Paul was bidding on, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's see. See if they got that. I don't know. That's the most expensive one I've seen, but I think you might be right. There might be one. Yeah, no, you're right. March, boots worn by the late Hogan at his first WrestleMania sold for $1 million, over $1 million for it. It says
Yep.
For a Hogan boot. But hey, Ricky Dozon's got that $50 special, brother.
Telling you.
Jeez, what a bunch of goofs tonight, bro.
Dude.
It Man. Oh, I love It Man. What a great movie.
He has a fucking Hulk Hogan has a rookie card, just a card that sold for $146,000. Ricky Dozon's fucking poster is like $50.
He's got a $136 shirt though. Okay,
dude.
The biggest icon in professional wrestling is not Hulk Hogan in the NWO. They're talking about Hollywood Ricky Dozon, bro.
I got to tell you though, and before we sign off tonight, I got to tell you, the worst Hall of Fame speech that I've ever seen in my life, by far, Dennis Rodman. I didn't think anybody was going to beat Hillbilly Jim. Dennis Rodman takes that for a mile.
It made no sense.
I think I understood like 3 words.
Do you think he was intoxicated up there? Do you think he has
He had to have been.
Yeah. Maybe he has
for
a
guy like that to act that way, he had to have been intoxicated.
Because he can't have a phobia of public things because he was so big in the limelight for so many years and enjoyed all that paparazzi shit and books.
He had a pretty sweet Ricky Dozon shirt on though.
Yeah. Fuck yeah, bro.
When he was delivering his Hall of Fame speech, an NBA legend like that, wearing a Ricky Dozon. He was
paying homage to him, bro.
Yeah. Hollywood Ricky Dozon.
I saw this too, that somebody on Twitter, I saw a clip of this earlier too, Joey.
7,000 people agreed with that?
That Kofi Kingston was more influential than Hulk Hogan. Oh my
God.
If you really think that, for anybody out there, if you listen to this somewhere, if you really think that, you might really need to go to the hospital and go get your head checked because there's something going on. If 7,000 people agree with that, what a dumbass. I like Rodman personally, but he might get the goof of the week. I'll give Rabbi for this too. He'll get a goof edition right here.
The fucking goof. He's a fucking goof. Jeez. Anybody who knows him knows he's a goof.
His speech was one of the worst ever. It was so incoherent and it made no sense.
I'm just saying, man. I like Rodman. I love the Worm. I'm glad he was in the NWO. But whoever fucking instructed that guy to do his Hall of Fame speech the way he did, Jesus, that was brutal to watch.
I used to enjoy watching the Hall of Fame and going and checking. It's so
I probably
bad
won't watch it again.
Yeah, I haven't been watching it, just on clips where I fast forward through it occasionally. When it usually the night after it comes. I mean, they always do it late at fucking night, and it goes on for whatever reason, like midnight this year. I know they were in Vegas and shit, and I get the TV show and all that, but maybe not a good idea to do it at that time. Maybe you could do it the Thursday, I guess. I don't know. It's always so late when it starts, and it's always
Stephanie
so cheesy.
McMahon's was cringe, dude.
Oh God, they give her all that time, and just.
Then she cuts that fucking horrible promo at the end. I'm like, what are you doing?
She's so phony, isn't she?
Oh my God.
3-year dead.
More doom and gloom news from our doomsday reporter.
Oh, goof, not good. I like Rodman though. I do like Rodman, but his speech was terrible. Oh, I forgot about that.
Who's a bigger draw, LeBron or Jordan? Jordan owns a NASCAR. This is just like the Ricky Dozon shit. Not as bad, but Jordan owns his own NASCAR team. He's a fucking certified billionaire just off of shoes and probably hasn't touched any of his fucking NBA money. Jordan is the GOAT by far of LeBron James. I don't give a shit what anybody says.
Stephanie's fake like her bosoms. Yeah.
Yeah.
JP Morgan CEO just said cryptos surpassed the old banking system. The uncle of Liv Morgan is getting a big payday.
Nice.
Paul Orndorff said it best about the Hall. I got a good dinner, a good payday, and a $5 plaque that I left at the hotel. That's great. That's fantastic. Well, any closing thoughts before
Oh
we head
my
out?
God, Laza.
Hey, he'll get you one. He'll
Calm
get you
that
one.
prostate down there, bud. You know,
He's got the Stephanie jackhammer. We know Vince names all of his toys.
jeez.
Do you think he had a Stephanie name toy? He was a freak.
I don't want to fuck. Oh God.
He's a freak, bro. I mean, he tried to do an incest angle with her on television, remember?
I do remember.
Disgusting fuck. He probably did.
He does get off on shitting on people.
Yeah. Nothing would cease to amaze me at that point.
Yep.
So, Jesus.
That's fucking gross, dude.
All right, brother. Any closing thoughts before we head off for the night?
Appreciate y'all joining us on this impromptu show. We'll still have our show this week coming up. It'll be, same fun that we always have, man. We're gonna go over the Hulk Hogan documentary in depth and go over it, give you our thoughts on it. Hopefully there's more breaking news. Hopefully not so many fucking releases. I don't want to see LA Knight and stuff, and the people that are actually being rumored kind of worry me a little bit. MMA news, a lot of good stuff coming out on that front. We'll be talking about that. But we're doing good, man. Good things coming for the show. And yeah, we appreciate you guys. And I hope you guys have a great work week.
Absolutely, guys. Well, we will see you on Wednesday. Thanks for coming out on a Sunday night and having some laughs with us and having some jokes and just chopping it up a little bit. And, I got to say, most importantly, let's say thanks to Ricky Dozon, man.
Ricky Dozon for life.
For life, man.
Yeah.
We did the Fig World Order. What about the Ricky World Order, man?
Dude, wrestling with Ricky, I'm telling you, it'll take off.
If you notice, the name change might happen.
It's gonna be right
you
up
wouldn't
here.
have to change the initials at least. Wrestling with Ricky.
It'd be a great transition. And it's like the Redskins, man. If we took the Redskins name, it's easy layup.
I might make up a fucking little overlay for the next show.
I'm gonna die if you do that.
Yeah, that says wrestling with.
I'm gonna change my name from Rich to Ricky, dude. And I'm just gonna be,
Yes.
Rewind shows up at the fucking end.
He shows up at the end.
What the fuck,
Ricky? It's all about the Taz. He's the real goat.
What the fuck?
I don't know who Ricky is, but Ricky Dozon is. You got to go back and watch this conversation from a little bit ago if you get time. Rewind. Ricky Dozon, just to sum it up for you, is the gentleman that Dave Meltzer said is a bigger cultural icon in professional wrestling and in life, just in general, than Hulk Hogan. Yeah, that's it right there.
Yeah, Rewind was at Bingo, and he brought his Lucky Wrestling action figure, the Ricky Dozon figure.
Yeah. Fucking rolling in there, listening.
Rewind's got a treasure trove of wrestling T-shirts that are legendary. Do you think he has a Ricky Dozon T-shirt?
If he doesn't, he needs to get one. All right, that Linda McMahon shirt ain't shit compared to
Ricky Dozon. Are you kidding me,
bro? I might go on that Etsy store and order that Ricky Dozon shirt.
Dude, if not, we need to create a pro wrestling tee store for Ricky Dozon shirts, dude.
I mean, I can make us Ricky Dozon shirts on Amazon really easy.
That's gonna be a cash cow,
bro. Kids go to college, man. We pay off everything in life. We're retired.
You're gonna surprise the audience right now because you were wearing a Ricky Dozon rendition of the NWO shirt, and somebody recognized Ricky Dozon and tweeted you.
Yep.
On the strip.
You saw it.
I saw it.
You saw it, bro.
The RWO.
I have worn that shirt out in countries across the fucking world, man. I always get a too sweet on it every time. They always
too sweet you to Ricky Dozon.
Absolutely, man. It fucking they too sweet me instantly, and just say, "What would Ricky do?" And I say, "You got it, brother."
WWR.
Yep. Not what would King do from the Jimmy King movie.
Ready to Rumble.
What would Ricky do?
Yeah.
He's running wild. You got to go back and watch and rewind. It's really fucking good, man. It's about Meltzer and something he said about Hulk Hogan. It's just where we left off here. So after about an hour and 40 minutes or so, I think we started there. You got to learn about Ricky. What a guy.
Yeah. If you're going to be a wrestling historian and appreciate the great art of professional wrestling, if you don't know about Ricky Dozon, you don't know shit.
Nothing. Zero. Okay. Zilch. Nothing. All right, guys. Have a great start to your week. Thanks for joining us tonight. We will see you guys on Wednesday or Thursday this week. I think we're doing Wednesday, so we'll see you guys on there, and hopefully you guys have a great start to your week.
Go help Laza.
Please. You'll understand that one too, Rabbi, if you go watching the show. Prostate exams, man.
Yep.
Laza needs some help. Rewind might be the guy. See you guys on Wednesday. Have a great week.